Have a good night.
Wow.
Well, say hi, everyone. This is DG Game Night.
Hell yeah.
And
Hey.
episode 26. And I have to say, I was not expecting this particular adventure to go 3 sessions. So
Wait.
thanks for that.
We're just so talented.
So Don, are you saying we should have won by now, or we should have been dead by now?
Well, we'll see.
Yes.
Well, one of us is.
I may have done that.
You did
Steve
it.
Rolbrecht is in the house, and he is saying, "Hey,
Hi.
Stefan.
Oh yeah.
hello, Casey." Yeah, so we are broadcasting live to, of course, the Dead Gentleman Facebook page, and the Dead Gentleman TV Twitch page. So twitch.deadgentlemantv is there, and then apparently some people are doing some fancy things on Twitch to broadcast it to Zombie Orpheus Twitch as well.
Not yet,
So,
they're not.
like that?
Not yet, they're not.
Not that. No. Okay. Well, there we go. We shall see. Maybe there's a delay. I don't know. Blood, death, and vengeance.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
3 of my favorite things.
These
Oh,
are
yeah.
a few of my favorite things.
The 4th one is sushi.
Right.
Not a
Sushi is
terrible
really good.
choice. Yeah.
Good sushi is really good.
Yeah, that's right.
Really, it's
All
not
right,
like
everyone.
really the preparation and quality all match. They talk about how bad pizza is still pretty good.
Like
Average
sex.
sushi is really average, and bad sushi is really bad.
It's really bad.
It really is it matches.
Yeah.
Matches the preparation.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun talk.
With that out of the way, it was very important to address live on stream.
Well,
I stand by it.
You do have a copious amount of calamari sushi.
And my character has a seafood obsession.
He does.
This is pretty relevant.
So I'm in character, god damn it.
I actually had ceviche today, not today, 10 minutes ago, just so I could get in character.
Wait, 10 minutes ago wasn't today?
But
No.
not today.
That was
No,
yesterday.
not today. 10 minutes ago
But it was 10
not
minutes
today.
ago.
No, I was working then, and
If
that's
it was
totally not today.
12:04, I'd buy that.
Then I had a beer, and it's now and not then.
Oh, I should have got a beer.
Oh, fail.
I might disappear sometime in the middle of the podcast for a moment.
I'll send you
Fair
off
enough.
to check the perimeter. You can come
Yes.
back with a beer.
Exactly. That sounds about right.
Don't you need me to check the perimeter right now? Is really important, right?
Well, I don't know if we're going to check the perimeter as we're looking to explode some boats imminently. So I might, but I can probably find something to do.
Explode some boats? Is that like a euphemism?
It is both
It
a
is
euphemism
now.
and a literal action that we'll be taking.
Great.
But you don't explode the boats till after you explode the boats.
Fair.
Of course.
Simultaneous exploding of boats
Whoa.
is
I mean,
preferable.
that would be best, but you can't always make it work out.
It's fair.
Don's letting us kill time because we don't have much more of this game left.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey, everybody, this is your entertainment tonight.
It
could
just really
Yeah.
depends on how this first little bit goes. I have quite a bit here, but you do have a wonderful penchant for making the shortcuts to my story.
Or making long cuts
Right
in the middle.
Don's,
Right.
Who
Don's
knew
got a
that?
lot of difficult stuff for you, so you're probably going to need another party member.
Can I kill this one too?
Yeah.
Bring him on!
In which case, welcome.
we got Merc here in the comments on Twitch, and
Hey, Merc, it was good gaming with you last weekend. That was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew the parrot would be a bigger problem than the kraken?
Yeah.
I told
The
you we
parrot-
should have killed that parrot immediately. I told you.
And this
You
is why
did
you're
kill the
team leader.
parrot, though.
Yeah. So Chris, I actually have a parrot, and so I probably should have known that the parrot would be that big of a problem.
Yeah.
I've known this parrot for a very long time. I know who you're talking about, and
Yeah.
That's
This
a parrot,
parrot-
I've known for a long
this parrot is a
time.
lot nicer than your parrot.
Yeah.
Was
It is trying to kill us.
but
And it was summoning demons.
yeah, it was that. Yeah, that does tell you a lot, though.
So your parents a real piece of shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true.
Usually there's like a hierarchy of animals where like dogs eat cat or want to like chase cats or whatever. Cats want to eat birds. Well, in our household, it's like opposite. The bird is just like apex predator. Like no one fucks with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Big birds are scary.
Flight
as
is a
fuck,
pretty
you
big
guys.
advantage.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Parker. Parker says, thanks so much for all the work. Been a fan since 2008, which is awesome, because that's the year that we both released the original Demon Hunters RPG and the Gamers Darkness Rising.
Yeah.
It's been a source of joy during the
Gamers
hardest
Darkness
times,
Rising was
especially
08?
when all else failed. And
Yeah, you're
we are
super
so
old.
glad that we could have been there for you for that. So I'm glad that that was good for you. That's awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about what we're doing and who we are and all that. So this is DG Game Night, and tonight we are playing Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors. You have this book. We have, let's see here.
Shiny.
You got this book here. This is the same book, but hardcover. And then you've got, Jimmy's got
Welcome
one.
to Show and Tell Books.
Jimmy's
Yay!
got one. I got one. Who else has got one?
It's over there, though.
Yeah.
I've got a fancy one that has been autographed by one Mr. Donald Early.
What?
Well, technically, so do I.
That guy is both awesome and a dick.
I don't have one.
No disagreement.
Fair. Okay, so we're playing Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors, which you can find on drive-through-rpg.com and dead.market. I don't know the status still, whether or not the leatherbounds are still available or not. I would guess they're all sold out, but I don't know. But you can order these, and of course the PDF as well. So highly recommend it. These are also the core rules for a system that we are calling Faith Core, Faith Corps, and that's because Cam Banks is really clever. Cam Banks, of course, is the game designer, and Demon Hunters and Faith Core is a really simple story-based game that is really a lot of fun if you haven't joined us before. So,
But if you have joined us before, it's way less fun.
yeah,
The most fun the first time.
Yeah.
it gets way
It's like
old after
heroin.
that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Is that true?
All right. So Demon Hunters is, well, shit. I don't want to explain this. Jimmy, you do this better than I do.
Your turn.
Delegate.
I'm delegating to Jimmy. You're up.
Demon Hunters is a world where all of the stories are true. All the myths and legends and campfire stories and all the monsters under your bed. It's all true, and the Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch exists to keep humanity safe and in the dark about all of it.
Nice job.
Except aliens.
Except
Yeah.
aliens. Those are bullshit.
Yep. I want you to know that I did run a session last weekend with aliens.
You son of a bitch.
They were just for you.
However, they were really Americans who were illegally migrating to Canada.
Right? Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Now we do allow cross-dimensional aliens. Lovecraftian outsider type aliens, but
Loophole.
not other
Yes.
planet aliens, because that's stupid and they don't exist. All right. And yes, so let's talk about how this. Well, I'm gonna delay on how we play this game first. Let's talk about our characters, who we are. Let's talk about our session a little bit from last time, and then we'll get into how to play the game, so you folks at home can follow along. Jimmy, why don't you start us off with who you're playing?
I am playing Ursula Winfield. She is the daughter of a badass demon hunter and the horrible racist prop comic Gallagher, and she wields the ancient and deadly weapon, the Sledge-O-Matic.
Yeah,
You didn't need to put me big for that. It's a very short description.
I'm
There's not
gonna do
much
that
to it.
anyway. Priscilla, you're up.
I am playing Kathy Blexsprit, who is the accidental cantor of Cthulhu, and also a librarian. So she's good at two things: paperwork and tentacles. And I figured out when she's around, every day is Tentacle Tuesday.
All right.
Moving on.
I mean, some folks need Taco Tuesday, Tentacle Tuesday. That's one of those things. Nathan.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Excellent.
I am playing Tommy Torpedo Tatum, who is a Navy SEAL who was bitten by a radioactive seal and got all the powers of a seal, the kind that swims naturally, not the kind that was trained to swim really well. But he also has the powers of a trained Navy SEAL. So he's got SEAL and SEAL. It's a SEAL thing. There's a SEAL theme.
Seal
for
squared.
the character.
Mhm.
Double seal.
Inception.
Sounds about right. Sounds
And
about
its
right.
favorite song is "Kiss from a Rose"
Yep.
on the
Mhm.
grave.
Yeah.
Married to Heidi Klum. Yep.
Okay.
Well, not
Is-
anymore.
Well, formerly. Yeah. No. Tommy still is.
Oh, Tommy is. My mistake.
Nice.
Here we go. Because why not?
Sarah.
Hi, I'm playing Wen. She is a succubus, and she is the only out demon in the Brotherhood. And she's in charge of this ragtag band of heroes. And she killed one last week by making him drink a ghost. So
To be fair, you just didn't stop him from
I
drinking.
just-
That is true.
well, when I asked him to drink the ghost, I didn't realize that he was going to also swallow the blender itself. I didn't know I needed to specify. So
Don't
this
swallow the
time I will
Technically,
be.
he didn't swallow the blender. He just
Okay.
swallowed
Some
what was
knives.
in it.
Right,
And,
right. The blade.
know,
Okay. Well,
what is Bloody Mary without her knives?
Right.
not
Anyway.
nearly as much fun is what she is. Without
That's
her
right.
blades.
But she had a whole lot of tequila and vodka. Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that segues best into my previous character, Biff, the capitalist tycoon vigilante who may have met a appropriate end. So my next character, Nick, Necro Nick, actually, has not been introduced to the rest of the party yet. But see, Fluffy died, and Nick just couldn't quite take it. So, of course, he became a necromancer for his cat.
Of course he did.
That just makes sense.
Merc wants
Yeah.
to call him Never Dead Nick, but I say never say never in these circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, it sounds like we've got an interesting mix-up. I have no idea how to introduce your character, so that'll be a lot
Perfect.
of fun.
Can't wait.
We'll have some ideas. Chris, I think I'm going to allow you to insert yourself into the scene when appropriate. You might know whenever the most opportune time will be.
Yeah. Nick's an
So-
opportunist for sure.
It was an offhand joke, but Wen did call in to report that she needed a new.
I did. I called in. I sent the video of him exploding and said,
You
send a new
mean
one.
you
also in the group
you
chat.
told them that you needed a new person after he died or before he died.
Midway?
None of your business.
Both.
That's all you need to know is that it was radioed in to headquarters. So they'll know when to send it.
Timeline. It's very timey-wimey. in
Yeah, you
Brotherhood.
know,
Think about it.
as a succubus, I experience time differently than humans, so
Truth.
it was the appropriate time.
It was.
Yeah.
It was time. Time.
See,
Time
gets
for
it.
some seasons to end. Okay. All right. So now let us talk a bit about Faith Core and how to play this game. So this is a very simple game. If you are familiar with the Fate RPG, it's much like Fate Accelerated, but with polyhedrals. And I think that you will find this, if you don't know Fate at all, it will be easy to follow anyway. So here's how I'm going to explain it. We've got Jimmy's character sheet up here, and we're going to start in the middle with the approaches, and so and the disciplines. So the approaches are exactly kind of how it sounds, how you would approach a particular situation. And so your choices are careful, clever, sneaky, quick, forceful, or flashy. And those are represented by a polyhedral die. Next, you have a discipline, also each one represented by a polyhedral die. And so we have combat and tactics, covert ops, mystic arts, research and development, social engineering, and fringe. And fringe is anything that would make you not human, essentially. Anything that would be provide you a particular power. So if you're a vampire, you could have fringe vampire, and that would encompass anything that you had about being a vampire, or in this case, a bear. So yeah, we have a character. Jimmy made a bear. It's a bear. So that's a thing that happened. Let's go back to Ursula. Thank you. Okay, so the disciplines they encompass a very broad combination of not only your skills and your abilities, but also your knowledge and your experience in that particular field. So it's meant to be general. We don't have specific skills or specialties in this game. Each action that you're going to do in this game, and there are 4 of them, each action that you're going to do, you're always going to pick an approach. You're always going to pick a discipline, and you take those 2 dice, roll them, add them together, and that's your result. And you'll be comparing that against either a static number or an opposed roll. And then everything else on top of that is essentially ways to modify that roll. And so one of the first ways that we do that is through aspects. So if you want to scroll up a little bit, thank you. Each character has aspects, and aspects are a thing that is true about your character. But aspects can also be in the scene, like boats for all occasions, or concert setup, or lots of booze. These things are true in the scene. They are things that you can utilize to your benefit if you can figure out a way. They can also be to your detriment. With aspects, so if you are wanting to, say, forcefully use combat and tactics, and you want to add a little bit extra oomph to your roll, you can invoke one of your aspects, and that means you can spend a faith die. Now, every demon hunter starts with 3 faith dice. That's what the devotion number represents. So that's what you start every session with, 3 faith dice, no matter what you had last session. And so if you spend a faith die, then in your invoking Ursula Smash, then you get to add a d6 to your roll because Ursula is smashing hard right now. And so you get a bonus die. And that's essentially how aspects work. In the 4 actions, we have attack and defend, and those are relatively self-explanatory. If you're going to attack, someone's going to defend. There you go. We have the overcome action, which is kind of basically hacking or knocking down the door. Anything you need to overcome, convincing somebody of something, it's an obstacle. And then the last one is create an advantage, which is essentially creating a new aspect in the game or putting extra dice on an aspect that actually exists already. The whole point of using create an advantage is to create additional free dice that can be used in later rolls. It's a good teamwork move. Next, we have stunts. I'm not going to cover stunts in too much detail, but essentially they are specific moves and specific bonuses and powers that you get to do in the particular circumstances that they say. These are kind of freehand written beforehand, but you just have to pay attention when they apply and apply those bonuses and or abilities when it works. Lastly, should you fail one of your rolls, and particularly like an attack roll or a defend roll, I should say, if somebody is attacking you, then you would take a condition if you failed your roll. And so mild conditions, these are essentially also aspects, but they might represent not just physical harm, but also mental or emotional harm, such as being frustrated or embarrassed or obsessed or a flesh wound, scratched, I don't know, bleeding on the inside. There you go. So, so the mild ones can soak up to 5, moderate are up to 10, and the severe are up to 15 hits, and that is that margin of failure or margin that you failed by. So it goes in increments of 5, and so if you took 6, you would mark off 2 boxes because 1 box, that's more than 5. So and you kind of get to choose what that is. Jimmy, we'll go ahead and take that off for now. Lastly is Demon Dice. Demon Dice is a never-ending resource that each player has. Yep, Priscilla's got a set there. You have 3 Demon Dice on any given round. You can spend up to 3 on any one particular action. But if you do spend a demon die, I get to put 1 in my pool, and I start with 5. In this case, I start with 1 demon die per player, and so I don't have faith dice, and I have aspects I want to invoke as well for my characters, and so I have to spend demon dice in order to do that. Or I also have other things that I can use demon dice for. So I'm always going to be tempting you to try and use those demon dice to cheat. Okay, you failed your roll, but if you added some of those demon dice, then you can make it.
The trick is to get him to do that and then just kill the enemy. So just just take the demon dice, and just make sure that you have killed him.
That's right.
But just roll like 80 or something.
Yeah. Right.
Also, make sure to roll 6s on all your demon dice.
Always. Yeah, because if you roll a 1, bad things happen.
Yeah, that is true. So rolling 1s on demon dice are bad. Rolling 1s on faith dice mean that they are not spent. You get to keep them. Rolling 1s on a approach or a discipline die gives the opportunity to either re-roll it or gain a faith die. In either of those cases, I would get a demon die. So Merc also brings up a good point that I always forget every session in these little summaries. which is with Fringe, you cannot use that untrained. Whereas the other disciplines, you have a D4 in, but Fringe, you just can't even attempt. So good call out on that. Yeah. So I think that covers the mechanics, and hopefully you can follow along. But let us summarize what happened in the last session. So you've arrived at Ocracoke Island off the coast of North Carolina, and found yourself in the Jolly Roger marina shop, and found and met Steve Jenkins and a parrot named Bogsley. What other things happened as we went from there?
I tried to fix the Wi-Fi.
Right,
Failed
Steve,
miserably.
Steve immediately roped you all into trying to fix his Wi-Fi, and
He was way more concerned with that Wi-Fi than the dead body he saw and the possible ghost sighting.
Priorities, man.
And the fact that his parrot kept flying around summoning demons by repeating various magical phrases. And we never really did figure out how that happened before we
just
sniped
needed
him.
that parrot.
But
It's a parrot.
we hated sniping.
For a while, we were pretty sure that overcoming the Wi-Fi was going to be the major challenge in the session.
Yep.
It almost pretty much was.
It was.
Yeah,
it,
yeah, actually,
it was the most
yeah.
challenging. We never fixed it. We took care of the other issues. We
Yeah.
never fixed
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi.
demon, fine, whatever. But Wi-Fi, ooh, yeah.
yeah,
Like I called upon the grid outer gods and nope.
they
Like,
even
yeah.
there.
We
What's
don't know
going
what's going on.
And then there was the ghost of Bloody Mary on a ship.
Summoned
Yeah,
by the annoying parrot.
Let's talk about how that happened.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that the parrot was just regurgitating something that it heard, like it parroting back spells, and summoned Bloody Mary by saying Bloody Mary a lot.
But it
Into the mirror.
kept
Yeah.
setting
Yeah.
fire to things before that. And
I think there was an intelligence behind the parrot.
maybe not the
Hard to
parrot's
tell.
own intelligence, but
Maybe not. Yeah.
something
Yeah,
I
gave
think
it
that
some-
parrot knew exactly what it was doing. I think it was fucking with us.
Mhm.
And that's,
And that's
you're
why
team
we
leader.
decided to pair it with
That's
a Chardonnay.
Go check
That's
the perimeter. Anyway, obviously the way to get rid of Bloody Mary was to turn it into an actual Bloody Mary and drink it, which I nominated Biff to do because
Pro.
no one likes Biff. So he drank Bloody Mary and also the blender blades and then died horrifically.
And everyone was happy.
Yeah, and I did videotape it, so
Yep.
we get to watch it. It's in the group chat. It's for morale boost later.
It's got 45 views so far.
It's got so many views. Just keeps going up. It's gone viral.
Which is great because that's only from 3 people.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
keep. I'm feeling sad.
stop.
Let me just watch Biff die. You know what? I feel better.
Do we still have that +1 faith die from Biff's death last game?
yes,
we
you
did
do.
not use it.
Yeah.
I didn't use it. So.
Yeah. So that is a bonus die that I gave you for this session.
Somehow our faith in the universe was restored with the death of the.
It was actually a bonus.
I know mine was.
die.
Yeah. And then we decided that we wanted to try to clear things out of the marina because something on the bigger ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, we think had original fittings and things. So we wanted to try to figure out what it was exactly that was causing the magical interference. And we're trying to clear out everybody from the marina for safety. And so we're going to set fire to
There's
this
a
boat.
huge. What's the name of the artist? Jimmy Buffet.
Yeah.
Johnny Buffet.
Johnny Buffet.
Johnny Buffet.
With his number one
Come on,
hit
I don't
single
knock him off that.
Mojitoville. Yeah.
All right, so let
There's
me
a concert.
straighten a couple of your facts just so we can move along, which is, yep, the parrot was, the parrot had regurgitated some kind of fire making spell, which attracted you to the boat where he was on. Somebody asked for a Bloody Mary and he repeated it, and apparently it was in front of a mirror and Bloody Mary came forth. And you all did an amazing job of trying to figure out how to capture a murder ghost and put it into a drink that can be consumed, which did happen, and Bloody Mary was vanquished, but not
side effects.
before she was able to use her knife proficiency to cause one last death.
Side effects include death.
And so she blendered her way from the inside of Biff out, and that was that. You did trace things back to the parrot, which you finally discovered where it was, and it was perched on a little roof towards the shore, and have determined that yes, indeed, it must be repeating things it's hearing, but where the hell is it hearing fire making spells, and where is it hearing this kind of thing? And so you definitely discovered that it was repeating the Wi-Fi password from Steve's place to everyone in the marina.
So it wasn't so much broken; it just had 400 people on it.
Yeah, and doing God knows what. So there's that. So, and then you also have the Johnny Buffet concert, which is setting up. There's a lot of people pouring into the marina right now. As as you were talking, as things were going, and it appears that some are actually getting on the little docks and jumping off into floaters, little floaties, and they seem to have drinks in their hands, and yeah, so it looks like the band's getting set up on the Queen Anne's Revenge, and so let's recap that real quick.
Right.
Blackbeard's famed ship was called the Queen Anne's Revenge, and it went down off the coast of North Carolina. There is a society or an organization that is devoted to studying the Queen Anne's Revenge, called the Queen Anne's Revenge Project, or QAR. And this particular group has been actually in the process of recreating it, not restoring it, recreating it using the original plans that they discovered. And so there's not a modern fastener on the ship whatsoever. But there are also, as you have determined from Dr. Roger Moore, that there may be artifacts from the original Queen Anne's Revenge that may be providing anchors for ghostly beings being summoned forth. However,
I wonder if there's any relevance to that.
Apart from Bloody Mary, you have yet to see a ghost.
And the restaurant guy was like, "Oh, but I saw a body fall off the ship, and there was a specter." And it's like, but no one reported anyone missing. No one else saw any bodies.
Yeah. So that's all missing information, or at least not loose ends that are still loose. And so, if I recall, there was a mixture of you killed the parrot.
You did.
In, was it just a gunshot, or I
It's
forget
just a
exactly?
sniper rifle. Yeah.
Sniper rifle, yeah.
I popped into the warehouse to grab it and gave
Got
it.
it. Yeah. And so you've taken out the parrot. The parrot is dead. It's a dead parrot, and
An ex-parrot, is that what you're
an
trying to say?
it is an ex-parrot. And then there is kind of a mixture of a plan between trying to understand what was going on, maybe do some recon on the ship, but also Tommy had a plan here to blow it up. And so there is going to be some scuba diving and some explosive
not.
planting or something
I
like
don't
that.
need scuba gear.
And the cops were pulling up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cops
And the cops were pulling up. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're just running away first.
And that is where we begin. And so, as the police are pulling up, and you see an officer coming down the dock towards you.
Let's cast off. Fast. Yeah. Who wants to drive? We'll unmoor the boat. And
No, this is a crime scene. We let the
Point
cops
of order.
worry about this.
At the end of last session, I had left to try to move the people and left Tommy on that boat with Bloody Mary, the crime scene, to blow that
everyone
boat
else
up.
left. I was the only one there.
So,
that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
so if you want to cast off for that, I mean,
Yeah. Away I go.
great.
How big is this boat?
Just gonna leave with the crime scene.
It's a 45.
It's kind of hard to drive a 45-foot boat at the same time as like pulling lines and stuff. I mean, he is a Navy SEAL though.
Right. It's true.
Yeah, it's a yacht. I think it's gonna.
It's not a sailing vessel, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
if necessary, I'll just take the dock with me.
Good choice.
it's possible.
I don't care about this dock.
Yeah. So let's see here. Share screen. There we go. Whoop, no. Sure, that one. There is our. Come on. Here we go. And here we are. So here is our little marina here. And you guys are right over here in this section. The Jolly Roger was over here. Your boat is docked right in here, the one you came in on.
Oh, yeah.
And the pirate ship is right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Can I start making my way towards the pirate ship?
Yeah, so let's see here. So Tommy is still on the boat. Who is not on the boat at this point?
Not on the boat.
I am not on the boat.
Nick is clearly not on the boat.
Yeah.
Nick weirdly is on the boat. I don't know how he got there.
Where's Ursula?
I think Tommy and Ursula were going to work on sinking this thing or blowing it up.
Okay.
Oh, I was planning on jumping off of this boat by myself and using it as a distraction that would blow up also. So probably no one else should be on it.
Fair enough. Ursula's not on the boat.
I'm just saying. Maybe the necromancer, he can bring himself back. I guess. Maybe. I don't know about that kind of stuff. What I do know is about blowing things up.
Okay.
Which is like the opposite of necromancy.
All right. Well,
Explodomancer.
Tommy, you need to roll a created advantage just to say that you somehow have explosives on your person, unless you have an aspect that says you have explosives on your person already.
No, I was going to use items around the kitchen of the yacht and other household items. I actually was like this close to being like, oh, I wonder how I could make bombs out of stuff in my kitchen. And then I decided maybe putting that in my search engine was a bad idea.
Google it.
Yeah, I decided not to do that. But I'm pretty sure you probably could if you had the right training. I decided I probably don't want to be watched by the FBI.
I was working on
think about it.
I was working on an RPG once and Googled security at the U.S. Capitol.
Oh, honey.
Extensive Googling around what security measures are in place at the U.S. Capitol. So
Did your internet speed drastically decrease
Right.
over the van outside your house? Yeah. That kind of stuff. Yeah, so no, I wasn't planning on having any on me. I was planning on rigging something.
Okay, so
And
in
for
that
blowing
case,
this boat up, I was just going to like cut a gas line, set it on fire, and jump off.
sounds good. Okay, well, I
Nothing
would say
fancy.
that you still need to create an advantage to say
All
that
right.
you're doing that.
All right,
Um,
well, in which case, I'll go ahead and use a faith dice and invoke Deadly in my hands. So whatever I find around this boat will be really lethal.
okay.
All right, I'm going to do that cleverly, and I'm going to call that combat and tactics.
He finds half a blender.
It's a little gooey.
And faith die are die 6, or they're die 8?
They are day 6.
All right. 17.
Holy son of a! All right.
Yeah, 962.
Well done. Okay. Well, yes. You have created a an explosive type situation with your boat. You can definitely do it. You have 2 free dice on it,
Oh, on the explosive?
on the explosives.
Nice.
Yep. And so you can do that.
All right. I have a couple other things I want to do as I'm taking off, just to set the stage for everyone else to have an easier time.
Okay.
And one of them is just while the cop's still there and I'm taking off, I just kind of want to walk out on deck, fire a fully automatic weapon a bunch into the air, and then walk back in and keep driving the boat. I'm guessing that's going to cause a lot of their attention to be focused on me, and they might even think about evacuating that other boat.
Nearby water might think of getting out of the water once they hear gunshots.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this could be beneficial. And who said guns don't solve problems?
Okay. Well.
Yikes.
All right. As
That's
you
all I
are.
really wanna do.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So here's what's happening is you've kind of figured out all the things, and by the time you get back up on deck with your assault rifle, the music starts blaring from the boat, and the concert has started.
Well, at least the cops will know.
And it is it's quite loud, and it is a well-known song, and people are singing at the top of their lungs at it, and it's quite a scene. And so then you
As long as the cop sees me, he's going to tell his cop buddies. It's going to be slow, but it'll eventually probably get a reaction.
Yeah. So, you're already like trying to pull things away. You're cutting lines and whatnot.
I'll just shoot up the dock where it's docked. Like there, that solves the problem. I'll just blast away the moorings on the dock itself. Let them hang off the side of the ship as I take off.
Perfect.
Okay.
We're out there. Hey.
When you've got a hammer, every problem
Everything's
looks like
a
a
nail.
target. Wait, hang on. I think it's different, but
Okay. Well, then, let's see here. You don't have to roll because you can pretty much blast away the wood around those fittings and whatnot. But you have definitely created an incensed situation.
Oh, good.
What?
The cops have taken out their guns and have decided to shoot at you.
Okay. I'm sure they're
and,
taking a moment to run for cover.
some of them
North
are.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they do that, and that is
Okay.
going to be. Oh, it's not. They're not prepared to see a freaking assault rifle and a rogue Navy SEAL. So it's just going to be one of these situations. And yeah, they roll a 2.
Okay.
And yeah, so shooting wildly, but at the very least, they are responding.
Okay, and I'll head back into the cabin. I'll yell like "Death to Carolinians," I guess, and then take off.
I guess.
So that's happening.
Okay. Well, you as you are making your way, you do see many of them are speaking into their pieces, and you can pretty much bet that you have stirred the hornet's nest you intended to.
Have I created some invokes around confusion and police, and that's kind of the main.
No.
Some new scene.
Well, okay. If you want to use that as an advantage, that would be a roll that you could make. And so,
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm trying to create an advantage for them when they try to do their thing.
Got it.
Because they're trying to. I'm trying to make it easier for them to get all the people away, and if the cops also want the people to get away, like they're like, "Oh, there's a guy with a gun. We'd better clear this out." That's just going to help.
Sure.
Is the idea.
Okay. So first off, go ahead and name your explosive type advantage on the sheet there, and you have 2 dice on there already.
All right.
Fair enough. And so now you want to create a cop-based advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead have you roll that and see what you get.
All right. Let's go ahead and make that a clever approach. And I mean, I did it through combat and tactics, but that's probably more of a covert ops move. So,
is it clever or flashy?
Could be flashy too. Flashy's my worst one, but I could be flashy.
If it's clever, you need. I think it sounds flashy, but I don't want to tell you what you have to roll.
No, we'll do flashy.
Okay.
Flashy and covert ops. Okay, this is going to be less likely to succeed, but hey, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
How do I sneakily lead the cops away by taking out my assault rifle and then blowing up a boat behind me?
5.
That's not
Yeah,
great.
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Awesome. Well, they get a boost, but
I didn't roll any ones.
that's true. That's true. All right.
Should have rolled 2 ones. You could have re-rolled.
True.
Road
Anyway.
leader.
Well, my max there is 10, so, you know.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So you've at the very least stirred things up, and but it does not seem to be very advantageous to anybody but them at the moment.
All right.
They know right where you are.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's start off with you.
Yeah.
Your teammate is clearly making a scene, and
Yeah.
Are you
I
already
mean,
ordering the next teammate to join up?
I call into headquarters. We might need 2 more instead of just 1 more. I want to try to get as close as possible to the. I mean, I can teleport, so I probably can just leave the rest of my team to catch up. But I want to get over to the.
Like a leader.
Yeah. You have your orders, bitches. And then I go, so I want to get over to where all the people are gathering in the water because I want to try to clear them out. Let's see how crazy I want to be.
So
I mean,
what
it's
we
wrapping up the
have,
adventure. Let's go big.
yeah.
I want to.
So what you're seeing here, let me just
Go
paint the
big and
picture for
go
you.
home.
Mhm.
Is that people have been all over this, down here, this dock here, these docks here. People are just kind of jumping off. There's some boats out there, and people are kind of piling out of the boat and just kind of jumping in the water, and the music is blaring, and you're seeing like drones being flown out from the Jolly Roger that are carrying like booze and food and stuff, and there's like little drone boats, small boats that are like ferrying things out to people.
Mhm.
And yeah, so it there seems to be a lot of folks kind of from all over the place kind of piling in. So go ahead.
So that
This doesn't
Here's-
seem super safe, even for like not a terrorist attack happening.
right. Okay. So it's probably crazy, but fuck it. I want to commandeer one of the
Heck yeah.
boats that is going out to give a bunch of the drinks and stuff. And then I just want to like leak all them their pheromones and get them like I want to Pied Piper this shit. I want them all to follow me out of the water.
Okay. I have no idea how to roll that.
Sure you do.
Well,
I'm the sexy
tell
Pied
me how
Piper
you-
of Carolina.
tell me how you want to roll that.
I mean, it feels like a fringe, and it feels pretty clever, I would say.
It walks like a fringe, and it quacks like a fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely call that a fringy type of thing.
Duck fringe.
Like Sarah Jessica Parker in that witch movie, only you're not flying?
Right.
Or are you flying?
No, I'm not flying. I'm
flying.
boating.
Do you have the boating skill?
I have the control the guy who's driving the boat skill, which is
Nice.
the same skill that I would be using.
Okay, so it sounds to me like this is you need to overcome the driver of the boat, the pilot of the boat, and then you need to be able to
Open my succubus-ness
yeah, I'm trying to think like
to
would
the
that-
universe.
so would this be creating an advantage where you're creating dice for future situations, or are you just trying to overcome the general populace's like inhibitions?
I mean, probably that one, and I feel like it wouldn't be terribly difficult because they're probably already a little lit and a little horny.
True. Yeah. Okay, so
I'm just trying to like funnel that toward following me.
sounds good. All right. I'm going to set this up as a challenge for you.
All right.
You need to overcome. You need to make some overcome rolls.
Okay.
The first one is going to be the driver, the pilot of the boat,
Mhm.
and he's it's got a mission. He's got a thing that he's doing. And so explain to me like how you're approaching him. What's the scene? What's the situation? From there, you've got to be able to convince him to kind of go along, and then you got to like do the things you're going to do with the drinks. So there's that.
Oh,
Make
I'm
sure
not
that's
doing anything
efficient.
with the drinks.
Oh,
I
you're not
just
doing
am.
it.
I just want to be on the boat with the drink because that's the boat that's going out into the
Oh, got it.
Blasting
Got it.
pheromones.
And then
Yeah.
just blast pheromones from the boat.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And then I'm gonna
So-
do that like the scene from Titanic, but pheromones rolling
enough.
off of me.
You're gonna lean off the bow. Got it. Okay. So we're good there. And
Hey, who wants to be Leo?
Come follow me.
Okay, so you have the pilot, you have the general populace, and we're gonna do that twice because
Okay.
of it's a big place, and so people closer to you are gonna have an easier time. People farther away from you will be more difficult to try and capture.
So
Right?
so the first one is for the boat pilot.
Yeah.
And I would like to tag my fringe aspect.
Yep.
And I would also like to use my stunt because my food is sex whenever I attack using my succubus powers or cause a condition to an opponent, which I assume I'm causing a condition to him. Which is like
Causing a condition.
love struck or whatever. If I don't have any conditions to clear, I may gain a boost.
Got it. Okay. So rather than trying to overcome like his demeanor or whatnot, you actually want to attack him
Yeah.
with this. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. That makes sense. It's a social attack. Sort
Yeah.
of. A social spiritual attack.
Yeah. It's lovely. He'll like it.
Yeah. You probably will.
It's
This
fine.
doesn't sound moderately inappropriate at all.
Shh. Hush, you. Okay, so my first roll is clever and fringe, and I'm tagging my fringe and then also my stunt.
And then what's your fringe aspect again?
Powerful pheromones are just the beginning,
There
or social engineering. My mouth gets me where I want to go.
Your choice.
I'm gonna hold on to powerful pheromones for the next roll when I'm just.
It doesn't go away, so you can choose
Can I
whatever
tag
you like.
both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will use my
You
mouth
just
to get me
can't-
where I need to go.
You just can't tag the same thing twice, but you can tag different ones just fine.
And I will also use my pheromones.
They're your face dice.
Yeah. And I had an extra one.
That's right.
Right?
All right. So for this poor, unsuspecting, like probably intern who is just trying to have a summer job, I got 14, 18, 17.
17.
No, 18, 21. Math. 21.
Okay. You're sure?
Yeah, this time I'm sure.
Okay.
He's never going to forget this summer.
He's not. It's
He's
good.
not.
It's like a Garth Brooks song, everyone.
Yeah. All right. Well, he takes a severe condition,
I'm
and
sure he does.
and so
He sure does.
yeah, actually, he can't. So he takes a mild and a moderate
Mhm.
because he doesn't have a severe condition. And
Squishy human.
you have 3 dice on him right now.
I sure do.
So the first, let's talk about his conditions. What do you want to call his mild condition? Is a mild and a moderate.
Love struck?
Sure. Love struck. 1 die. This is mild. And then his moderate condition.
Struck the love.
His moderate condition is I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance.
That's what you want to hear.
It's thinking with the wrong head.
Sure. I was going to go with permaboner, but let's do that. That's actually your version is actually much more applicable, much more usable. Okay. So,
and
that's
Merc is going to clip it tomorrow, which doesn't sound good either.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Okay. So these are conditions, but they are essentially aspects that if you can figure out a way, you can actually use those in your future roles. Okay.
Great.
So, but again, you can only tag the same one once, but you do have a love struck and a thinking with the wrong head.
Yeah.
But you have two of thinking with the wrong head. So,
and then I also got the boost.
and you got a boost for sure.
Yay.
So I don't know what you want to call that, but you have a boost.
The boost is personal intern.
I like it. Personal intern. Very good. Okay. The second one, so your intern love slave is willingly ferrying you out to the area. He stops when you tell him to stop.
Yeah. His name's Chip.
It is. Absolutely.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
His name's whatever you want it to be.
It doesn't matter. That's not what his name
I am
tag is,
Chip.
but like his name's Chip, and he believes that with all his heart.
That's right.
Yeah. So I just
Yes.
what I want is for him to go through the middle, so we can just like collect everyone and get us out at the other end. Out of the way.
Interesting. Okay, so let me take a look at this again. So we're over here.
So out into the ocean?
So you're talking about like taking the boat and just kind of doing this, or what's your direction kind of thinking?
I want us to go through. My thought was to go through the center so we could like hit I could dust as many people with my pheromones as possible.
Do you want to like end up near the pirate ship, or?
Oh no! I thought I was
over
starting
here?
at the pirate ship and going the opposite direction.
Okay, sure, we can do that. Like coming in through here and then heading back towards Jolly Roger.
Yeah, and just trying to get everybody sort of out of the way of the ship so that my team, who is probably gonna murder it,
Fair enough. Got
won't
it.
also
Okay.
murder folk.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
no illusions of what they're good at. Like,
Minimize civilian casualties.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Merc, there is a necromancer about to come in, so it could be a Skelly Bro situation soon.
oh Jesus!
Yeah, I don't know what's just happened.
Do I meet a necromancer on the way to the pirate ship and say, hey, let's go talk to some murder ghosts?
Ew.
He's got the tattoo, right? I know he's one of us.
It's on his face.
Look
It's just right
trustworthy.
across his eye. Hey guys.
Okay. So we'll get you set up there. We'll get you about ready to roll your next roll.
Okay.
I've got that opposition figured out. Jimmy, what's Ursula doing right now?
Someone handed her a hurricane and she started wandering into the crowd and is jamming to the music, but she's working her way towards like the speaker setup, and she's going to try to take out one of the speakers and try to just fuck up the sound system so that people get pissed off and leave.
Okay.
That seems right.
The Fletcher-matic is a wooden mallet, right?
Seems
Is it
pretty
true?
effective.
What's that?
It's a giant wooden mallet, right?
Absolutely.
So it doubles as a
It's
flotation
the sledge-o-matic.
device. Doubles as a flotation device.
Wow.
It certainly could.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. So normally it's a pretty easy thing to just bash a speaker, but you do have security and other things to contend with.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let's call it a 15.
Okay. Let's see. So, like, what kind of security are we talking?
We're talking like, there's people around the, there's like security guards.
Like,
that
I'm
are-
just overcoming. I'm not trying to take
Right.
out a security guard.
But my thought is that you're just trying to like wander in there, not draw attention to yourself until the last minute when you
Yeah,
give it
that
a
sounds
good.
like Ursula.
I don't know.
No.
No, yeah, that sounds like a plan.
The
Step,
other
step,
option is you could
wham.
absolutely battle your way into the, your way to the speaker. I'm good with that. If you want to go there,
I'm gonna bum rush the speaker. Yeah.
let's do it.
Mallet held high.
It's like
Loaded
mosh
up on
pit.
Hurricane.
Yeah, bum rush the speaker that booms.
This is much more in her wheel set. I don't think I could sneak up on the speaker.
Yeah.
Do a Townsend.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna. So are we still calling this an overcome?
Oh no, we're
Okay.
definitely in opposed roles at this point.
All right. So yeah, this is a forceful combat and tactics.
Seems pretty forceful.
Just straight up Ursula smash. Yeah, nothing there's gonna. And I'm loaded up on lots of booze, so I'm gonna add that.
Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
So plus 2d6. All right.
All
that,
right.
12.
Yeah, you got a 12. Okay, so the crowd and the security are basically going to be invoking an aspect. God, I don't know. I didn't think about this part. Where did I? Here we go. Ah, yes. I did think about this. Sweet.
You did.
Uh-oh.
Good job.
Okay. They are going to. This is awesome. Okay, so it's a mob of partygoers and security people. They're all drunk.
Oh yeah.
And
I like to think my drunkenness counteracts that.
it's very, very possible. Yeah.
Dueling drunkenness.
And they are. Let's see here. They're going to invoke. No one harms the Johnny.
All right.
Behold the power of fandom.
That's right. And I get a 14.
All right.
Boo.
Let's see what I get with this demon
The
die that I'm about to toss
unsuspecting,
on there.
the unsuspecting
And now
crowd
we
is.
dance.
They are the bad guys. Kill them. I mean, don't kill them.
16.
All right. Okay. You you easily bash your way through the crowd and end your way right up against the speaker. And you are poised to do some massive damage to this thing.
All right.
All right. Let's head over to Kathy.
I am trying to get onto the haunted pirate ship. How
Okay.
difficult is it? There's gunshots. There's someone attacking Johnny, and do I pick up a necromancer on the way? I mean, we've all got tattoos. It's. I know he's one of us.
That's a good question. I'm going to leave the necromancer to decide that. So let's see here. You have out there. Let's see here. I guess I'm just going to call this. Gosh, I don't know. The gunboat.
There's
Which
guns
is-
on it.
So we're going to call it the gunboat, which is the boat that Tommy
Oh,
is on.
Hmm.
That's what people are calling it. And
Any
so-
boat I'm on is the gunboat.
The gunboat. That's right.
Last
And
time I
so-
was in a canoe, it was a gunboat.
I'm
Boating's the
fleet
best.
admirable of my.
When I took a
Canoe.
paddle boat duck out, it was a gunboat.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so so there's lots of things to use as a distraction
Okay.
out there. So we do have lots of booze. We do have boats for all occasions. We do have, concerts set up if you want to somehow blend in with that. We have the gunboat who's causing distractions.
So, is there any security on the pirate ship?
Oh yeah,
Or is there? Okay, so
Hmm.
is that where the concert is, or is that where
Yes.
people are partying? Oh, okay.
So so the way it is there is a section where you can get on the ship and doing tours and stuff. Just the section that goes up on deck is blocked off currently, but you can explore the under cabins and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my cheesy stunts, the nose too much, to create a knowledge-based aspect of I guess QAR online.
Okay,
So either I can use it both to navigate around the boat or pretend I'm one of the tour guides.
either works for me. Yes.
If I have to, if anyone's even bothering at this point that there are gunshots. So I guess verbal spellcasting was last week. So
Yeah. What are we calling this?
I'd say just call it QAR online and times 3. So I know all this stuff about this pirate ship.
That's once per session, right?
That's a once per session.
Okay.
I promise.
Sounds like, how good is this thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming-
All right,
I'm
all right.
assuming the one we didn't use up last session is just a no-go for this session.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it. All right, so
Use it or lose it.
that's fair. I walk onto the pirate ship like I'm supposed to be there,
All
Because
right.
of course you are.
because I am.
Very good. Let's go ahead and have you roll an overcome roll just to sort of blend in and all that.
Okay. All right, I will use one of the invokes on QAR Online for the blending.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1. And I feel like this is a clever. And I will social engineer.
Okay.
So. And I'm putting my D10 in dice jail this time to start because that was a 1. So I got a 1 on my cover.
Would you like to re-roll?
Let's say 7. Yes, I would like to re-roll, and you are going in the dice jail.
Thank you very much.
I'm a White Wolf player. I have so many D10s. I don't need you. So. And I rolled another 1.
Oh.
I'm so
Would you
glad.
like to roll?
Don's like, please keep going.
Would you like to roll it again?
Yes.
Thank you.
At least he gets demon dice, and I don't roll a 1 on a demon dice. Okay, that's much better. So now it's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely enough to get onto the ship. And no one seems to notice you, and you actually even kind of
Nerd you skate.
point things out to some of the other drunken ongoers on the ship, and you start having a look around. And what would you like to do once you're on the ship?
I would. All right, so I take it the concert is happening on the deck of the ship and not inside of it.
Correct.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of things going on the deck of the ship, and one of the pirates that's like dressed up in costume bumps into you. Oh, hey, matey. Yeah, here, have a parrot, and pulls a parrot off of his shoulder and puts it on yours.
No, not again. Is it the same parrot?
Yes.
Is it alive? Oh God! Wait,
Once
are
per
you
session-
doing
Have a parrot. Have a parrot. Have a parrot. Have a parrot. Have a
I
parrot.
heard his
Have a
feet
parrot.
closed. Are you doing all this bullshit?
What? No. Shh.
Who the
We're
fuck
incognito, right?
is this?
Neato. Incognito.
This is an ex-parrot.
Neato.
Okay, so once per session, Nick can automatically succeed with style when raising the dead using mystic arts.
Oh my God! No, dude, this
So let's burn it on your intro.
So
parrot already killed
that bird,
someone today.
that bird is a succeed with style created advantage.
Advantage. Okay, what are you calling this advantage?
The one no one asked for.
Ugly has risen.
But the one we deserve.
Yeah. Fair.
All right.
Actually,
It's amazing what having a parrot on your shoulder will do for like access on a pirate ship. Who knew?
this bird set fire to several other ships today and then murdered someone.
Really? Oh wow. Well, I'm kind of an equal opportunity
No, murdered
raiser.
2 people. I'm sorry. Led to the death
Yeah,
of at least 2 people.
that's kind of a bummer. But it's kind of cute.
Are you the one summoning the ghosts here? Who the hell are you?
Ghosts? No, I don't do ghosts. That's like, yeah, no, not my style at all. Wow, those like that's horrible. Who's
Okay,
doing ghosts?
Someone is doing ghosts here, and it might be this parrot.
You get a text from Wen that says, "You can kill him."
Okay, who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah, I'm Nick. Necro Nick. Good to meet you.
I am not shaking his hand.
Oh
I
yeah,
take the parrot and I
actually.
put it on his hand and let him take the
Hey,
parrot.
all right. Yeah, all right.
I don't need that. I've got my nerd fuscate on. I'm fine. But okay.
All right.
So can you at least see ghosts if they're not your style or whatever?
I try not to.
Okay, well they're here supposedly, and they might be killing people. We
Oh,
don't.
there's
might
more
be.
than a might. Last.
Might be killing people.
Oh, now what?
The doorway or plank or whatever that like covers the entranceway shuts tight, locking you into the boat.
Oh,
And out from the walls come sword points and a skeletal face that says, "This will be the last boat you'll ever walk on."
can I throw the parrot at him?
Well, it's going to attack you first.
Okay.
Ah.
sure.
He calls out, "Get 'em, boys!"
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call this revenging.
What did I do? How is this revenge?
Revenging.
I wasn't even born yet.
And And he says, "What was that song we learned? Oh yeah,
Oh no.
we're not gonna take it. We're not
Yeah.
gonna take it." Um,
I'm
All right.
already building my role to defend. Because her defense is to hold up her emotional support mini Shoggoth and use him as a shield. A rubbery, slimy shield.
Fair enough.
Gross.
And it counts as
yeah.
clever mystic arts, I think.
all right.
Mhm.
Well, go for it.
All right. That is a 15. So she basically just takes Grover. I've realized that Grover probably is the backpack since he's a shapeshifter. She just takes her backpack out. It grows some eyes and a mouth and just goes, nope!
All right.
Harry with the Shoggoth.
And the ghost goes, "Oh, what the shit is that?"
You just
And
got
it does not attack you. It does not attack you at all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sea monsters?
I'm a ghost pirate, and that's fucked up even for me.
What? That is no.
The might of Cthulhu. No.
Not good. Okay. And oh, what the heck? Let's see, Chris, you need to defend as well.
All right.
But you do have the parrot.
Oh, I have the parrot. All right. I'm activating Bogsley has risen. For
Oh, actually,
one.
I think that was a
Has
17.
risen
I
indeed.
forgot my +2. +2.
I have a stunt called Thriller. I get a +2 when cleverly making things do my bidding. So I'm definitely going to use Bogsley. I'm also going to roll a demon die, and that's pretty good. I don't spend the faith die, and
It's the
wow.
ghost of Lee Snyder. He's
That's
still a husband.
20.
Okay. Well, that is a success with style.
And that was with one demon die, so you get one.
I got it.
All right. So Bogsley, like, just full on, like, pterodactyl, like,
Yes, a tiny dinosaur.
Hang on.
Dinosaur
What does he
versus
do?
pirate.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
All right.
now-
I think there was a subtlety in there I missed.
No, I've
What?
seen it a couple of times in my living room, actually. It goes,
Okay. It's clear now. Now I understand what's happening. Before I just
Okay.
had no idea.
Okay, now Kathy is kind of okay with this guy. All right.
That's my kind of guy. Those are almost like tentacles.
Clever use of minions. Creepy minions. All right, let's do this.
At this point, the songs change, and there is kind of a new energy going on. You hear kind of a muffled thing, something about album, and yeah. So, and then let's see here, Kathy and Wen.
Yes.
Now,
Kathy, you're at like ground zero, but when you'll have to make an overcome roll
Oh no.
since you're a bit far away.
Oh, to hear something.
Yeah, sort of. So go ahead, and it's just a 10.
What am I doing? I'm rolling to.
It's kind of like a notice roll, but in reverse.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll it as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No, it is
You
very
know.
apparent.
I'm here.
You are there.
Is it?
roll to
Okay.
notice if you're on fire.
You noticed.
God. I'm on fire.
Okay, well, I would say that's probably like a quickly sort of situation. Quick.
Sure.
All right, and I'll use fringe because I can open my sense all my
Yep.
senses then?
I was counting on that.
I got a 13.
That is exactly plenty.
Great.
And so I will just tell the both of you at the same time that the songs have taken a decidedly rhythmic energy to it. In that
Not again.
the audience is chanting in a particular rhythm that feels awfully close to a spell.
Dang it.
And the song is I mean, it's nearly everybody in the marina is chanting this now, and they're singing along to it, and there is a mystical energy that you immediately pick up on, that is cascading through the area.
Kathy just gets this 1,000-yard stare as the stairs like, oh no, not again.
How's Ursula doing standing directly in front of a speaker?
Good point.
She's great.
Ursula is attacked with sonic waves.
All right.
I think you should cast Counterspell with the Sledge-O-Matic.
Yeah.
One hell of a
Yeah, sure. There. 20.
All right.
Holy crap, that's max. I don't think I've ever rolled
Yeah,
max.
well done.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jam my fingers into my ears as hard as I possibly can, I guess.
hold the mallet against one of them.
Or an 8.
You want to throw some demon dice to lessen the blow, or what?
Let's see.
You only have a 1 in 6 chance of failing utterly.
I like those odds.
There it is. There's that 1 in 6.
That's
You did
amazing.
I'm really proud
All
of
right.
you guys.
Okay. Ursula, you not only take the conditions that you need to take, so that was a 20, so you're at a 9 at the moment. So that's a moderate and a mild condition.
All right.
And you folks have been so kind of
Do you have a
giving
surplus of demon dice?
me so much demon dice that I'm just forced to spend a couple of them. You know?
Yeah, no, that was our plan.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Lull
I'm
you
glad
into a non-false
So,
sense
Duke.
of security.
Right.
If Ursula dies and you wasted your resurrection on a fucking parrot,
Oh my god, yes.
It's a pretty cool parrot.
Ooh.
What the hell, Discord?
All right. Well, while Donna's doing that,
I'm
so
just gonna.
what happens to Ursula? What's
Well,
going on?
I'm trying to roll the frickin' dice, and
I have to go get more dice.
Discord isn't rolling the dice. It's not connecting. I don't understand why.
It doesn't recognize how high that number is.
It doesn't want Ursula to die.
I guess.
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll actual dice,
Discord's on our side.
and that's a 7, and that is oh wow, okay,
Oh no.
huh, all right. So there's so much energy, and your ears are blasting, and you're just fucking aggravated, Ursula. Like
Usually.
but like let's see here. Maybe not aggravated for Ursula. Maybe ashamed is
Oh.
a better situation. And what that translates to is that due to the ritual's gaining power, players must spend at least one demon die each turn.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All players? Wow.
all players.
Oh man.
So what are my conditions?
You get to decide that.
Okay.
You have a moderate and a mild,
All right.
and I get a.
Gone.
Let's see here.
Wait, so it's spend a demon die, or we get taken into the chanting?
Sure.
Okay.
I haven't decided on the consequence of that. Let's just call it spend a demon die or take a condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
I'll spend one.
All right. There we go. Now I'm back. All right. So Tommy, then when?
All right, so I'm cruising toward the big pirate ship there.
Yep.
That's looking for a bruising.
And
Yeah.
do the police seem to be paying attention to me from the shore?
They do.
Okay. Well, I'll find the gas line, get a little gas to take with me, cut the line, make myself a little trail to the edge of the boat, pull out a match, jump off, and drop the match on my way out.
Are all the people still in the water there?
Oh yeah.
Probably not a bunch of them yet, but, you know.
No, the concert's in full swing and they're all singing.
Yeah, look, a few of these idiots on the water might not make it, but most of the idiots in the water will get out.
Also, you're
Sonny
blowing up.
has not proved himself very concerned with collateral damage.
No.
So just some numbers for everyone. A 40-foot motor yacht, dry weight approximately 31,000 pounds.
All right. I will actually let me cut the line, and I'll set some sort of like time detonation. Give myself like a couple minutes to like get away.
Okay.
So yeah,
You're
Set
like,
up some
they
sort
can
of-
die, but I don't want
yeah,
to.
exactly.
Sounds good.
And you're leaving this near the pirate ship? Or away
No, I'm doing it on the yacht that we
on
stole.
the yacht?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's going to be swimming in, and then it's going to.
Yeah.
And they're going to think that guy on it is probably dead, and they're also going to worry
They
about
are correct.
a big flaming boat.
Okay. Nathan just beat a 10 opposition to create an advantage of an exploding boat.
All right, we'll call that sneaky combat and tactics. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Also remember, taking condition or spend a demon die.
All right, and a +1 die 6 on the demon die. There we go. All right, 12.
Okay,
That should do it.
that does do it. Okay.
All right,
So
I'll
you
get that ready
have
to go. And
you have
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you have the advantage if you want to list that on the sheet, and it has one die on it.
All right. What's the name of this boat?
Oh, it was one we hated.
Oh, Phantom of
Duke
the
came up with
Aqua.
Phantom of the
Phantom
Aqua.
of the Aqua.
Death
All right.
saving.
So flaming, phantom, burning.
I'm disappointed no one selected a Bond movie title.
Phantom of the Aqua. Ghost Rider. It's a ghost that's on fire. A phantom. It's the best I can come up with.
That's a
It doesn't
really
have to
long
be
title.
cute. You can just say what it is too.
Burning boat.
Flaming boat. Okay.
Flaming boat.
No, but
Viking
it's
funeral.
more fun when we come up with something ridiculous.
All right.
All right. And then I'll take a deep exhale and jump into the water.
Sounds good. You do so, and narrowly dodge a couple of concert goers and floaties.
And just put as much distance between me and the boat as I can.
Okay. You don't even have to roll for that because that's like breathing, basically. For you, Groovy, when we're next on your overcome roll.
Okay, well, I definitely want to get these horny spellcasters out of the water then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm going to use Fringe, Obs, and I'm going to, I think I'm probably going to be flashy with this.
Going
Literally.
to flash the whole crowd.
Sure am.
Yep. Flashy takes on a new meaning.
It does. I'm going to tag my powerful pheromones. And I'm going to tag my social engineering. Because I'm probably also yelling at those bastards. I'm going to use one thinking with the wrong head. I'm going to use Love Struck. And I'm going to use my boost.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to stand up there like Titanic with all these damn dice and try to Pied Piper them out of the water. Here we go. Oh, wait.
All right.
Excuse me.
And
Hold
a demon
on.
die.
And a demon die. Okay. 75 dice later. See what happens.
Addition.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. One fell on the floor. What kind is it so I can re-roll it? Hold on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rad. Okay, here we go. 6, 6, 6.
Oh, stop there.
Auto win for demon.
4, 5. Okay, so I rolled a 1 on my discipline.
Okay.
So, hold on. Say 18, 22, 27, 29. I'm going to give you another demon die and re-roll it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay, so I got, hold on, it's 18, 22, 27, 29. I got a 39.
It seems like that might be a lot.
It does seem like it might be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full succubus.
The full
Succubus go big
succubus.
mode.
The full succubus.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
like
Always
a full
go full
Monty.
succubus.
Yeah, once you go full succubus, you don't go back, my friends. I may have ruined things for a lot of people in the water right now.
Yeah.
I feel good
think
about
you-
it.
Or made them so much better.
Yeah, well, better for me, really.
All right. Well, there is a bay. We have a few new aspects on the field right now. A bay full of 100 inebriated parrot faces. And that is what these fans call themselves, parrot faces. Fire code be damned.
So creative.
Really catchy lyrics
Oh yeah.
and pirate techniques.
I'm very worried about that last one.
And the bay full of 100 inebriated parrot faces. I'm going to say that you have, let's call that 3 free invokes on that due to your insane roll there. You get a boost.
You cast Majesty
Yay.
on big mode.
And for sure, most are most in your that are in sight of you.
Mhm.
You have captured their attention, and they are paddling in your general direction.
With their like I imagine that a lot of them have the hats that have the drinky straws, and they're just
Yes, they do.
paddling and sitting on their.
The beer helmets. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
So you don't have to make the other roll because you kind of did that in one. So well done.
I'm really good at like one thing.
Yeah.
So I know where I fit in on the team.
Can I get my goal accomplished by making people horny? I got you covered.
I mean, the answer is usually yes, no matter what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
We lost Don. We ruined
Oh,
it.
our demon master left.
We left. It's like, you know what?
And
Don,
Don, we're
I am
game.
out.
We're done.
We're too good. He's off.
All right, well.
Let's game without him.
All right. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
See what you did there.
Okay.
Medium raw.
All right. So we've got parrot faces who are following Wen wherever she goes, slowly but surely.
Army of puppies.
Yeah. Horny
And
puppies.
they're still singing along, but they are very fervently
Chant.
focused on Wen. One might say rabidly.
Yeah.
They're rabid puppies. Oh no.
Yeah.
gonna
Rabid
be-
parrot-faced puppies.
Oh.
I can
And
support. Fuck those guys. I'm out.
okay. Let's see here. Let's toss it back to, well, no, we have to have that kind of go off. So the ritual is kind of as you can kind of put it together, is building in intensity. And there's kind of a glowing light happening for those who can see on the deck of the boat. And it's that sort of pirate techniques that you're seeing there, but it doesn't look electronic, it's just this kind of really cool thing, but a little unnerving as well. And some light envelops Johnny Buffet, and
Uh-oh.
and
No
his eyes
relationship.
He's not yet achieved its final form.
his eyes glow red as he
Oh.
strums a final note, and
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
and holds his guitar up and he says, "I have returned."
Oh.
And let's pass it off to Kathy.
That's never a bad thing to hear.
Okay, so are me and Nick inside the boat or out where we can see this?
You're inside the boat, so you didn't see what just happened.
But can we hear it?
You
Large sound system.
Hear someone scream, big ritual, and then someone screams, "I have returned." And
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
It's a big sound system, yeah. So, but also some of that mystical energy has like released.
All right.
Which is good and bad. It depends on what it splashed on its way out. Oh god. All right. Is the pirate ghost still attacking us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Wow.
Bree.
Okay.
Hello, Bree.
Bree. Yeah.
He has been buffeted by magic. That's right, Merc.
Oh, it was Merc. Yes, it's Merc.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, Bree,
All
tell
right.
Steve that I'm going to blow shit up is playing a part in this campaign right now.
Right?
Okay, I'm going to do a clever mystic art instead of attacking the pirate because it's just like there are bigger things going on right now. I'm going to go through my QAR online knowledge to try and figure out if anything on this ship is actually helping create this effect, and figure out
Yeah.
where it is.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so I'm going to use another invoke on QAR online.
Okay.
So that's no one, and cleverly mystic arts.
Also,
And
Kathy, Nick isn't really patched into your cipher, your party cipher, so
I'm the party cipher. This is the party
hey.
cipher.
whoa, hey, maybe you could like get a hold of the chapter leader and tell them that there's like that thing right there.
I'm sure she knows. So our team's spread out
That's a wild
everywhere.
leap.
Sure.
You know,
All right, so clever.
She knows things.
She's fine.
And I'm also going to invoke. Instead of my discipline, I'm going to invoke my trouble, which has filked my friends to death. Because Kathy's extra motivated to not let that happen again. She's murdered
Okay.
lots of people with music. It wasn't fun, or manslaughtered them technically. So not premeditated. Okay. So. Okay, 6, 12, 15. I got a 16.
Okay.
But ironically, I got a 1 on my clever die.
Okay.
But I still got a 16.
Did you roll a demon die?
I did not roll any demon dice. I got boxcars on both the faith dice and the QAR dice.
But you need to roll a demon die.
Or take
die.
a condition?
I need to spend a demon die, or do I need to roll it?
You need to roll it.
I need to roll it? All right.
Or you can take a condition instead.
I'll roll it. Oh, and I got a 6 on that one too. So that is now. Thank you for reminding me, because now it's gone from a 16 to 18, 22.
Yay!
Thanks, Don.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Do I accidentally get a boost of I know where the MacGuffin is?
Sure. Let's call this
MacGuffin detector activated.
actually we have a free spot up here. Mystic MacGuffin. McGuggin? No.
That's what it is now.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All
Mystic
right.
McMuffin.
Anyway.
Mm.
McMuffin.
Muffins.
All right. And geez. So yeah. We're gonna call that 2 free invokes on that. And yeah, nice work. So yes, you do indeed.
Beep, 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 beep.
So there is something in the captain's quarters that you'll definitely need. The actual framed plans.
Okay, I figured that was
Yeah.
part.
Oh,
That kept coming up as a point of discussion.
That's right. And then down in the hold, not hole, but hold.
I know what pirate ships are. I built a knowledge-based advantage about them.
That's right. There is a particular spike that is from the original ship that they say was used to kill one of the crew members in the final battle.
Mm.
and they have put it back into the plank, the board of it. So
So smart guys.
yeah.
So if I take it out, the boat might sink.
I mean, that's an engineering situation, but
My R&D is an 8. I can roll. I will roll those dice when it comes up.
yeah, sounds good. And ultimately, you have you found another piece of information, which is that there is an obscure off branch to this QAR, and it seems to be that there is a genealogy cult. A genealogy cult.
No, they're
There you
Mormons.
go.
And they call themselves the Society of True Descendants of Blackbeard.
Oh man.
The STDs of Blackbeard.
Yes, they are.
All right
And-
then.
So Blackbeard isn't the pirate that's attacking us. That's just a normal,
No.
like a boring regular pirate.
Yeah, basically, at this point, you've put together that there are ghosts on the ship of the original crew.
Hmm.
Although
are
it
ghosts
sounds
of
like
the-
maybe Johnny Buffet has got a little Blackbeard in him.
Yeah, yeah. So that seems to be the ultimate goal here, was to bring back Blackbeard, because the STDs of Blackbeard, their
They've been
cult
financing the QAR.
have been financed in QAR. They're very wealthy.
Grant money is hard to
They
come by.
all have traced their lineage to something around Blackbeard himself. Their leader is one woman named Allura Nightfall. And
Yeah, that's a real name.
they've essentially started as an excuse to drink and share stories, but there was kind of like this real possibility of an inheritance that was due to all of them came up. This, of course, was explained by Allura.
Mhm.
They were hooked, and they all poured in their skills to help find this treasure, including convincing
Dr.
the
Snow.
including convincing the famous singer that Allura was the manager for, that he too had a direct lineage to Blackbeard.
Hmm.
And so they are all focused on bringing Blackbeard back so as to inherit their treasure.
And they think it's a financial, physical treasure, or is this like ultimate power, blah, blah, blah?
No. They think it's
Ultimate power, la-di-da.
they think it's definitely
It's like $43,000, but with inflation, like totally cool.
so
$80 bajillion dollars. Okay,
with-
so I put this all in the group text, including
Yeah.
links.
sounds good. Now, your cipher hand thing is buzzing, and
Thank you, Grover. What is going on?
and you pull up the Brotherhood database has an entry on Blackbeard. Blackbeard not only was the famed pirate, but he was also a member of the Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch. He rode the seas, destroying monsters, protecting the innocent, and doing the pirate thing as well. You got to keep up with appearances. The Brotherhood record states that Blackbeard's biggest battle was with the infamous Kraken.
Oh.
The only record of what happened was Blackbeard's own Demon Hunter log entry. It was a draw.
Guys, we
So
won up
we're better than
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
No,
So he might be into some sushi.
maybe.
I
Unfortunately, the pirate's life. I'm not done.
Oh dear.
The pirate life caught up with him, and he went out in a blaze of glory, getting shot while shooting at his enemies. A Boston newspaper once reported prior to his final battle that he, quote, called for a glass of wine and swore damnation to himself if he either took or gave quarters.
Makes
Just
sense.
before he died, one of the British soldiers he was fighting against put a quarter on each of his eye. He's been in hell ever since.
Oh, he was punned to death or punned to damnation.
The Brotherhood
man.
couldn't save him because he went willingly. Whenever you die in service, you get the afterlife of your choice. Needless to say, the man was extreme.
And when
And
text
if you
in the
met him.
group check, and a bit of a dick, not gonna lie.
Aw, can't one of the pirates be cool? For reals.
No. No. No, I don't
Tommy's
think
right.
so.
All right, so yeah,
Also, he
wasn't their
tasted
thing.
like licorice and arrogance. So do that.
text. That was my next question.
That's not that bad.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Don't like licorice. So
No, I don't like arrogance.
Oh,
I was
and
gonna
don't
text
like
you, but-
arrogance.
Okay,
All right.
so all right, so
So that happens, and you get that knowledge, and
So-
we will go ahead.
okay, Nick, do you want to split up? The original plans for the boat will be very, very obvious where they are, and
Yeah,
ghosts are probably going to congregate around there, and you're the necromancer. The iron spike might be a bit more subtle, so I think maybe I should do that.
that sounds fair. Do you have any quarters?
That's not what that means. Fine. Okay. I find. Do I have to roll to find loose change?
No.
Okay.
On a pirate ship?
Well, near a bar. Is there an open bar on this pirate ship? Or are they doing cash? Then yeah, there's quarters.
Yeah,
So I
You
give
find-
some quarters.
you have quarters, yes. Okay, Jimmy.
Punned to death. So yeah.
So, Ursula is going to take out all of her misplaced rage on this speaker because it has hurt her.
I don't think it's misplaced at this point. That
True.
speaker done you wrong.
It just may not be the ultimate source of it, but yeah, the noise was too loud and it hurt her ears, and so she's very mad at it.
Ursa's going to turn it up to 11.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to turn it down to 0.
It's like Captain Planet with pollution.
Yes, Merc, taking the punt.
Could I use one of the blow shits up? Because that's kind of my goal here. I want to blow this piece of shit up.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, do
So
it.
many
All right.
explosions going on. What's one more?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
6 plus. And I'm going to tag Ursula Smash because that's what she does.
mm-hmm.
And I have to put a demon die in there. It's a 12 total. That sucked.
Wow,
That was a lot of dice to roll a 12.
that is a lot of dice to roll a 12.
Can we put Discord in the dice jail?
Yes.
You could you could re-roll your approach. Or your
Oh, I sure
discipline.
can. Yeah, let's do that. Slightly better. 15.
Okay. Well, that's good because you smashed the shit out of it.
All right.
There's
And
no shitless.
No shit left.
it explodes in an electrical arcane energy blast,
Damn it.
which charges you up. Your hair stands on end, and you almost have this like, what do I want to say? It's like an ethereal fire around your head.
Nice.
You're not actually on fire, but it
I
kind of
just
looks
look
like
badass.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's
Um,
Brian when we need him?
You look so much
Right?
like your dad.
Yeah. So you have that as a boost.
Oh, sweet. Ethereal fire.
Yeah. That's right. And
Sanctified mallet.
the one side of the concert speakers has been absolutely demolished. There is no sound whatsoever coming out of them. Ursula feels quite more contented.
Go!
All right. Nathan.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna swim to the bottom of that boat over there, plant this explosive,
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
When Ren
Someone's
texts
not
back, it looks like I just need a whole new team.
I text back, what about me?
Oh no, that was not to the group text. That was back to headquarters.
That was back to headquarters, all right.
This initial outing of your leadership has not gone great.
I don't know. We're taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
You're dying
Hashtag
hero. You're
Above
welcome.
average.
And once it's set up, I'll swim to dock. I'm gonna see if I can catch a fish on the way.
Okay.
Just use my mouth. I don't need.
Just for
Nothing
snacksies.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get to shore, I'm going to get on whatever, be it text or, earpiece or whatever's appropriate, and be like, "Hey, the explosive is ready. Is everyone clear?
No! Text back, no!
Do you need a little help?
Yeah!
All right, I call SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
I invoke SEAL Team 6, which gives 6 free invokes that anyone can use. So if you need the help of a SEAL that has been trained to be a Navy SEAL,
Excellent.
you now have it available to you.
Everyone needs that.
And once that's done, I will swallow the fish whole.
Which we don't have.
The fish hole?
Yep.
Yep.
You heard him.
I'm not amending my statement.
Oh man.
All right.
So yeah, I just say, tell me when you're clear. Or I'm not saying this over the comm, or whenever Wen tells me to blow it. When one of those two things happens, I'll blow it up.
Okay.
I've got the wisdom of finding the magic artifacts before blowing them into another county, literally.
Sounds good.
And having it all over again.
Nick, before you're about to go, you hear a very, very piratey voice
Yar.
coming from Johnny Buffet, much deeper than usual, arguing with a voice of a woman. They are yelling and screaming at each other on deck.
Mhm.
And because you're a necromancer, you have fixated on at least like there's a life string there to Blackbeard that you have identified.
Ooh.
That is Blackbeard in Johnny.
In Johnny. Okay, so yeah, Roger, we've got a Johnny Blackbeard here going on. No good. Like, let's kill the song.
Okay, well, it's your turn.
Oh, hey, well, yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. Okay, so there's a skeleton crew member down here, and a parrot, and Kathy, and I.
Still there. Yeah. And Grandma.
And yeah.
You
But-
see a couple of other skeletons peek out from corners, and they say, "We're here too."
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, they're
So-
ghosts. You're a necromancer. Make some friends.
Right? All right. So here's the thing, guys. This guy, he is an imposter. He's a loser, a no good non-black beard. Like his beard is so gray and full of margaritas, you wouldn't believe it.
He's the blonde.
He's not your captain. This parrot right here, that's your captain.
Jesus Christ.
I'm the captain now.
I say we mutiny on this ship right now.
Oh,
We've
dear.
got the men. We've got the will. Let's go do it.
Wow. Okay. You need to roll that shit.
All right.
See?
So
Wednesday.
I'm going to use everything.
Now, here's the deal, though. When you use a SEAL Team 6, you have to describe how the SEAL member helps you. Alternatively, you could tell me to tell you how the SEAL helps you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to take option B.
Okay. Well, you tell me what you got going on, and I'll tell you how the SEAL is helping you.
All
All right. So we're calling a mutiny, and there's a lot of other skeletons on this ship, figuratively or actually. But
I'm gonna, because of the sheer number of dice I hear you're going to roll, I would like you to roll those in Discord, please.
yeah, I've got
Okay.
Discord up, and
Okay. But continue. Explain what you're doing, what you're using, and how it's going to work.
Okay. So first, I am cleverly using Mystic Arts to
That's debatable.
pull the skeleton crew actually to my will and mutiny from Blackbird. So I'm gonna evoke my "Your undead cat would eat you" discipline.
Okay.
So I'll put a faith die on that. I'm also gonna evoke "People love sequels."
They
My
do.
God.
Totally a knockoff of something, and they're undead.
Mhm, mhm.
All right. All right.
Now, here's the cincher. Okay, so I'm gonna share my my screen, and yeah, see that cat right there? It's really cute, right?
Yes.
That cat was named Bogsley.
Yep.
Aww.
Nathan can confirm there.
I can.
So I am also going to evoke Cats the Musical, which is my third discipline.
Oh my
I hate
God.
you. That is a
We've done it.
what?
We did it.
We broke down.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. How is Cats the Musical a discipline?
Yeah.
No discipline.
Not an aspect, a discipline.
Yeah. I don't.
It's fringe.
I think we're gonna need to.
I'm on your team, and that is bullshit.
I'm sorry. My sheet actually says discipline for all the aspects. It was an aspect.
Okay. Hang on. How is Cats the Musical an aspect about your character?
Well,
Which discipline does that reflect?
so
It's about
Necro Nick was just an average guy, but then Fluffy died, and he became a necromancer for his cat.
Uh-huh.
some people just really love cats.
He's really into cats to the point where
Totally
he studied
into cats.
necromancy. So what would his favorite musical be? Duh.
Okay.
It makes total sense to me, Don.
I'm sorry. Do not let him get away with this. Do not set this example. I may have to DM one of these one day, and we are not setting this example. There have to be limits on Dupe.
Oh, no.
This is what I get for not auditing dupe aspects before game. Okay, Chris. Names of musicals are not aspects that reflect your character. Names of songs, song lyrics are not aspects that describe your character. Famous lines in a movie are not aspects that define your character unless you can convince me that they are. And right now I am not convinced.
So do I just need to like act out a scene?
Oh God.
No, you need to tell me. You need to tell me how Cats the Musical describes your character.
Oh yeah. Well, clearly, like he's crazy and he's a cat lady, but not a lady really. I mean, maybe, but
So you're
So-
telling me you have 4 aspects instead of 5, is what you're saying?
no.
No, it's
No,
touch him.
free.
It's so easy to leave him all alone with the memories of his days in the sun. Come on.
So
Did you just look that up?
If you touch him, I'm certain you'll realize what happiness is. No, I did not. No, I did not. I will share my screen if you want. I've looked up other things, like details about Navy SEALs, but I did not look up the lyrics to memories.
Okay,
oh my
Here's
god,
the
that's
thing.
great.
you can have Cats the Musical as your aspect.
Oh
You
God.
cannot invoke it in this role.
but the parrot is
nothing.
named after
Fuck
a
you.
cat.
No, but this is a singer who's not your favorite singer because your favorite singer is Cat Stevens.
That's right.
And so you hate
Yeah.
this guy. Duh.
Totally cat related.
Oh my God.
See, my feral cat sheet doesn't look so bad now in comparison.
I want to think that I'm pretty accommodating, but I gotta draw the line somewhere.
I'm trying, Dupe. I'm trying.
All right, we'll settle for people love sequels and your undead cat would eat you. But
That one's questionable too, but I'll allow it.
yeah, can I also let's see here. So we've got a die on I'm gonna blow shit up, which is basically what I want the mutiny to achieve. We've got a die on Bogsley has risen, which is totally legit because
I buy it.
well, yeah.
Yep.
And like, you know, the time is limited. Like these guys, you know, they know the mortality of their situation. So like flaming boat of fiery doom. It's like it's now. Like I'm like
It's
like,
go time.
go.
No, that's not what that aspect
Yeah, the
refers
boat.
to. That is specifically the boat that he's going to blow up. So I
It's
can't
already
let
blown
you
up
alone.
and it's on fire and sailing
Yeah.
toward this
Yeah,
boat.
that was the yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems
It's coming this
reasonable.
direction and it's on fire.
Yeah. So if there's a way you can use that in your thing, I would allow it. But
Well, I am gonna strike up a sea shanty and use really catchy lyrics with a faith die.
that I'll buy.
All right, excellent.
And don't forget, SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, SEAL Team 6. Okay.
We have
So-
support seals.
And
Um,
and a demon die.
And
Oh,
a demon
no.
die, or you take a
No.
condition.
no, I'm not gonna
sorry,
roll a
but you
demon
have
die.
to explain how SEAL Team 6 applies. Or Nathan does.
Oh, Nathan does, but I'm not rolling a demon die. I'm rolling 3 demon die.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay.
You're welcome,
Well-
God.
Okay. Wait, I'm not.
That makes me happy.
Because really, I mean, what better does a necromancer have than to like rally a skeleton crew of a pirate ship? Like this is like life goals right here. Boom.
Spending
Fuck
those
this.
3 demon dice
Bucket
makes up
list.
for your shitty ass bit.
All right, we're going for it.
Is there anyone who's not currently paying attention to Dupe? Is he?
Uh,
I'm in the room. I don't
Well,
know.
so
Hopefully,
not paying attention.
Well,
Most
because he's trying to get them all to hate Johnny Buffet, right?
you're talking about the ghosts.
Well, he's talking.
Oh, you're
to the
trying
goats.
to. Never mind. You're not talking about the crowd. You're talking about the
The ghost.
Yeah.
misunderstood.
Right.
The
Okay,
ghosts
you're
that
trying to
try
recruit the
attack it.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
I understand.
So I actually get a 29 with a +2 to cleverly making dead things do my bidding. But I think probably everyone is looking at Nick because I did roll 2, not 1, but 2 1s on demon dice.
God damn it!
Yeah. I was just about to ask that.
We're gonna need another Billy.
All right. Well. Yeah.
Oh, and the seal helped you by laying out seductively, because sailors of old, they theorized that the myths around mermaids were actually them seeing things like seals in the water.
Silkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
So
in
it's going
chat
to
suggested
lay out
that it,
seductively to help get their attention.
someone in chat suggested that it claps along with the speech.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That works too.
That works. Thank you, chat.
All right.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Nick.
I'm
You
glad
met
I'm not
one
on the boat.
member of the team.
Right?
We're gonna need another Doopy.
Wow. All right. Well, let's see. I guess. I mean, shit. Roll. They're going to be rolling their ghost pirates plus revenging because of your mutiny talk, and they'll invoke ghostly crew of the pirate formerly known as Blackbeard. And they'll invoke we're not gonna take it anymore.
Oh, God.
Twisted.
And I'll just call that. Ooh, wow.
Close one.
That is a close one. So they got a 24, you got a 29.
Yeah.
That's still a success with style.
All right, we'll take it.
And
Yeah.
Go
they,
night.
so they open all the doors. They clear out the path to get onto the deck. One of them brings you the map, the
plans.
the plans.
Right.
It's like this hovering picture frame coming at you.
I feel like he presents it to Bogsley the bird.
Yeah, he does.
Here you
And
go,
he
sir.
goes, my chapter. And they say, get that thieving bastard. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say that you have a skeleton crew
Ha!
as
There you go.
You're the
an
first
aspect.
mate.
Skeleton crew.
And that's usually when.
2 dice 6. Okay. Nice work.
Respect, bro.
Yeah.
Nicely
Just a little
done.
It's all the parrot. I did nothing.
Well,
It's got to be the parrot.
now, so that's the good news. The
Yeah.
bad news is you rolled 2 1s.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, I'm going to roll 5 of these.
That's so many of those.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
So
Sounds worse than 4.
5 dice 6 is a 26.
Holy shit, that's a good roll.
Dang.
Yeah, that is a good roll.
Did this character swallow a bunch of knives too?
Oh, wow. I think
No.
it's bad.
I'm not looking at this.
The ship rocks. As something very massive has struck the
Hits
ship.
the side of the boat. Like another boat, maybe?
That's on
Kind
fire.
of, yeah. It's
on
with
fire.
that level of force.
With a bomb in it?
No,
The bomb
it's-
is on us.
No, it's something else, you guys.
Is it
And
Mama?
Ursula, you're close. You see tentacles in the water first.
I hear the
As-
song,
This
my
thing.
people.
I've been eating it.
As
Bomb.
swimmers and floaters start disappearing out of the water.
Yeah, that's fine.
I should say into the water.
Well, at least we don't have to chase this one.
Tommy, are you
Yep.
still in the water?
Nope.
Okay.
Remember, I got out so I could talk to them and tell them that there was an explosive. I have trouble
Right.
talking to them underwater.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be treading water. I wasn't sure where you were. Where you
No,
were
no,
at.
I got out so I could get a better vantage of what's going on the surface.
Got it. Okay. Well, you see multiple spots throughout the bay, with like tentacles and people being grabbed and pulled, very far apart too. And that there is mayhem starting to happen when you're
Yes.
the farthest away and you have the best vantage point to see this.
Yes.
Almost like the Predator, where the light sort of bends around it or whatnot. This massive ethereal tentacle has wrapped itself around the bow of the pirate ship.
Cool.
Well,
Hugs.
Necro Nick, you think you could pull that again? Oh, wait, we can't see this. We're just something has hit the boat.
Let's
Problem?
see here.
Anyone that's still on the pirate ship needs to get their asses off it because we're gonna blow it up. 'Cause
Okay.
the Kraken's back.
Oh, hey.
I thought we killed the Kraken.
And
You're telling me there's also a ghost Kraken.
I
This
don't
is
know.
actually the Bakken.
Kraken Angel or
The
some
backup
shit.
and-
We need to.
Kraken
The
Angel.
point is,
Get off the boat. Okay,
Get off
Nick,
the
come
boat.
on.
Kraken's back in action.
okay,
Kraken's back. Oh.
yeah, we have. So you are now seeing that some of the smaller boats have been sort of tipped vertically, and people are being thrown out of them.
yes.
You're seeing probably over a dozen people have disappeared at this point, and there are at least 7 or so boats that have been pulled or capsized or something like that. And
Well,
it's
they
just
won't be
throughout,
using that Wi-Fi no
this is
more.
happening throughout
Right?
the whole
This
bay.
solves this solves the
Solves-
problem. We're
This
winning
fixes
the
the
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi
battle.
problem.
Oh my god.
Murdering everyone who works here.
Yeah, you don't have to call in the Kraken. It's fine.
That's
Great.
right.
Release the
Okay,
Kraken.
well,
Okay, so we now have a countdown happening, and we're going to
Okay.
be in kind of an initiative situation. The ship shudders, and you get the feeling that it's losing integrity, I should say.
Go.
yeah.
Let's run. Let's leave.
Uh,
Luckily, we're still docked, I
faster,
think.
faster would be better. Faster
Yep.
would be
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
Let's
Yes,
start
rogue
with
leader.
the initiative with Wen.
Okay, well. Okay,
Some
so
of
I
your
can
opinions.
teleport. So I'm gonna use the last.
Later, bitches.
I'm gonna use the
Peace
last love struck to make him drive into the nearest the Kraken thing,
Tentacle.
Okay.
Oh, bye, Chip.
and then I'm gonna piece off that boat. I'm gonna
Got it.
sacrifice Chip.
To the fishes.
Yeah,
Fish
the
and
fi-
chip.
to the fish gods.
Got it.
Fish and chips.
I know one. They're interesting. I know a few
Okay.
fish gods.
So, go, baby, go.
Don't forget your demon die or
I
take a
would
condition.
never forget the demon die. 15. I got a 6 on the demon die.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Okay. You
Bye,
blip
Chip.
right off there, and Chip dies a glorious tentacle death.
Yeah, he's so happy.
He is quite happy.
It turns out tentacles were his thing. So,
Yeah.
And it's Tentacle Tuesday.
Yeah. It is. I guess it is
Tentacle
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
It
you're
is Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
right. Well done. Yeah.
You know, and I thought tacos were the best Tuesday, but tentacles.
No, tacos
Hands
are
down.
still the best Tuesday.
Internet, welcome to Tentacle Tuesday, DJ Game Night.
Nope. No.
I'm not affiliated with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with
it's
Sarah
like
in not being with that.
calamari
Okay.
tacos Tuesday.
Okay. So
Now, octopus tacos, you could have taco tacos.
Right.
Ooh.
are we done yet?
No,
Who's
we're
next?
never
No.
going to be done. Look at the people you've gotten together. Why would you think we would be done?
Okay then. When are you done?
Yeah, I'm off the boat now. I
Okay.
poofed.
You poofed. Good job. Where'd you poof to?
Yeah, there's not really a safe place, is there?
Well,
really.
there's the land.
Fuck you guys. I go back to the warehouse. I'm out. Actually, I go back to the warehouse and I get a big ass harpoon gun.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that my move is to go back to the warehouse and then I'll come back.
You blip to the boat you came in on, which has a door to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Isn't there a
Um,
harpoon on the boat?
Yes,
All right.
but
well,
maybe not as big as she would like.
I want the biggest fucking harpoon gun.
Yeah.
Got it. Sounds good. I pick up what you're laying down. All right.
Yeah.
So, when decide who goes next.
Hey, Aaron Williams.
Hey, Aaron Williams.
Hey.
I think next should be Ursula because she's probably pissed.
Usually. Yeah, she sees the tentacles coming up and remembering what worked last time, she wants to just kind of powerbomb this thing, run up off the deck of the ship and just slam down straight into the middle of the thing's eye.
Mm.
Okay.
So I'm going to, let's see here. I'm always going to do 2d10.
Mhm.
Always
And-
forceful combat and tactics.
Sorry, I was halfway paying attention. What are you attacking?
The squid. The
Which
kraken.
one?
The spectral kraken.
The one that exists.
Which one? That's not
There
a
is
good question.
There is a shimmery spectral type kraken, and
Oh, we're
There-
not only being attacked by a ghost kraken?
We're being haunted by one. Haunted.
No,
You
but
are being-
there's also a real
guys.
Kraken.
Hey guys.
Okay.
I've got really important news here.
Mhm.
And Yeah. So Aaron Williams just shared this to us. Oh, hey, that's so
Oh
weird.
Wow.
my god, I can
We
see
shared infinity.
forever.
That didn't work.
The Wi-Fi's revenge!
Stop that. So, wow. All right. I think I can do
You should
this.
follow the link you put in there.
Yeah, because it's exactly what someone in the comments requested. It's a GIF of
Jesus.
Dawn.
Oh no.
It's the gift that keeps
Cool
on giving.
story. So
Actually, it's the gift that stops giving.
You were saying.
So there are, in fact, there's an actual kraken and a ghost kraken, or some kind of spectral kraken.
There's a spectral kraken and apparently multiple kitty kraken.
Let's put it
Kraken
this way.
juniors.
It's the mom.
Now that you've clarified
and-
your position, you are attempting to smash the kraken that is ethereal attacking the pirate ship.
Sure.
So you're cracking the
The
kraken.
kraken.
I'm cracking the kraken.
Okay.
So,
Giving it a smacking.
yeah. I'm going to chat. Oh, say, okay. So, yeah. Forceful combat and tactics, always. That's her deal. I'm going to tag Ursula Smash. 1d6. I'm going to use the. I'm going to channel the ethereal fire into my weapon. I'm actually channeling Heir to the Legacy of the Sledge-O-Matic, not Ursula Fire, Ursula Smash. But yeah, so there's that.
So you're tagging the Sledge-O-Matic one?
It doesn't matter either way. But and then I'm channeling the ethereal fire into the Sledge-O-Matic because it's a holy weapon that can damage ghosts. Is it what is grabbing people out of the water?
I don't think Ursula knows that.
I'm asking you, is it what's grabbing people out of the water? Is it also distracted by grabbing people out of the water?
No.
Okay. Is it distracted by a flaming boat of fiery doom flying towards it?
Somewhat.
Then I'm tagging
Maybe.
it. And I'll toss my demon die on there.
Sure.
Oh, and then I'll do that all again, but I'll put roll in front of it.
Do you want a seal to help you?
I absolutely want a seal to help me.
All right.
And Nathan will determine how that happens.
Are you sure?
22 total.
All right. The seal tosses you a grenade to help without a pin.
Oh,
So yeah, Ursula comes flying off the top deck, hammer down, tosses a grenade up in front of her, smashes that down on the way down ahead of her.
Okay.
Gonna ride the impact up.
Roll 4 die 10.
All right, that's what I wanted to hear.
Wait, it might be the damage you take. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's not what you want to hear.
23.
All right. So a total of 45.
Nice.
And it attempts to. Where'd you go? To defend
It's gone.
using okay. I'm just gonna call that forceful. Roll 10 plus tentacle combat. Sure. Invoking formerly known as the Terror of the Deep. And something else because I didn't name the aspect, but I'm tagging it anyway. And then the 4 die 10. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So it does not defend.
Do you get the 4die10 if I was tagging if I was
I
aiming for your
do.
eye?
So
Thank you.
because you you attacked it sort of with its trouble aspect, which you didn't happen to know, but you did. You got the 4d6
Okay.
to use against him, but he also gets it to defend against. So
Fair
it just
enough.
kind of brings you up to his level. But that said,
And just before I hit the water, I scream out to my friends, aim for the eyes! Think of episode 1!
Think of your Friday night game.
that's right. Okay, and you bludgeon the shit out of it, and it is not happy to to have a repeat of this episode again. All right. You caused some conditions on it, and who goes next?
Let's have Tommy take a whack
All
at it.
right. So it looks like there are many kraken. There are multiple krakai.
They
That
are
wouldn't actually be the
Crackuses.
plural, but
Krakens. Is proper.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create adverse conditions in the water out there to drive them all into this contained area where the boat will eventually blow up.
Got it.
Excellent.
So
Okay.
me and my fellow SEALs are each going to pull out our AT-4 anti-tank rockets, and we're going to start firing them around the bay. No, I am not concerned about who gets caught in the crossfire, as long as it's not us. But we're going to make conditions very adverse for anything that happens to be in that area, except for right around here, where there's this boat that will eventually blow up.
We're totally the good guys.
Yep.
World's okayest Brotherhood chapter.
Hey, if we don't stop this here, way more people than these motherfuckers are gonna die. And
I'm
these
not
guys,
sure
like,
about that at this point.
look, it might be close, but we'll come out ahead. I promise.
Because
All
right
right.
now, look.
All right.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm going
Given
to tag.
the nature of your specific attack that you want to do, I would allow you to use more than one SEAL Team 6
All right.
die in this particular instance because you're spreading it out.
Okay, I'll use 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm going to tag bay full of inebriated parrot faces.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, and once I'm done with this, most of the living ones are going to be back over by the boat. So if they want to kill people, they'll have to come over here.
Yeah.
Mystic MacGuffin. I'm sure that they probably want to be near this Mystic MacGuffin.
Ah, good point. Well done.
Skeleton Crew. These guys are their enemies. So if
Yep.
they're going to kill anyone who's left, why not kill their mortal enemies?
Well
Crew of
done.
Blackbeard the Pirate.
That's right. I love it when my players pay attention.
And
What?
Huh?
and what else? What else? Do I have any aspects I want to tag here? Yeah, I guess we'll just use this. All right.
Let's demon die.
Use these million.
Demon die. I will accept a condition instead.
Ah,
Oh.
all
It's a
right.
mild condition, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go with pissed off.
All right.
That
There we
seems
go.
useful.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call this forceful, and I'm gonna call it combat and tactics.
Get them.
All right. So all right. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 23.
All right. Yeah, let's see.
Oh no. So the invokes, if they roll a 1, I can't re-roll those. It's only on the approaches.
Correct. But that means the invokes that you did roll a 1, they are not spent.
Cool. All right. Let's drop another one back on SEAL Team 6. And
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's call that. Which was that other one? I don't know.
Would you like to spend any more demon dice to make your roll higher?
I believe I would not.
Okay. Very good. You bombard the bay, and it does seem to be working.
All right. Excellent. Everybody get off that boat. It's going to go up soon. Because it's got to go up soon. I have limited our options to we're going to blow up the boat and soon.
This
Okay.
can't go for another week.
That's right.
It will end
One way or the other, it's not.
Who hasn't gone yet?
And Nick.
All
and
right.
the Kraken.
And the bad
And
guy.
the Kraken.
Yes.
And the Kraken.
Hmm.
Yeah, we don't want him going twice in a row. Let's see what the Kraken does.
Okay.
We're still
The Kraken is going to grab, is going to attack Blackbeard
Oh, all
on the
right.
deck. And yeah, let's see here. So that is going to be.
So this is interesting. So we're a little anti-Blackbeard, but we're kind of anti-Kraken too. So
Might they just destroy each other?
That's why I say just get off the damn boat so I can blow them both up.
Well, I would, except it's not my turn yet.
Let's just go home. This will resolve itself.
the world is better without us.
Okay, so the Kraken and Blackbeard engage in a incredible display of battle. The Kraken has lifted Blackbeard out of Johnny and ripped his ghost right out of him and is holding him.
Cool.
And as we recall, Blackbeard is actually was a Brotherhood agent. I'm not sure if that
That's
expires, but hey.
And his head ignites in like these torch flames, which is actually true.
Set his beard on fire.
When he would create these almost tentacled like wisps and then put wicks in them and light them on fire to give him this sort of demonic visage. How the hell he just didn't burn his beard up, I don't know, but
Well, it grows back.
Might have happened.
yeah.
That's why it's black.
But
He went from
anyway,
black beard to black goatee to black soul patch.
turns out it was Silent Jim the whole time.
Oh,
Anyway, Blackbeard, it does some significant damage to the Kraken. The Kraken tears the ghost of Blackbeard in two, which doesn't seem to kill him because he's already
dead.
But it looked horrible, and the one last final thing, the center of the boat cracks as the tentacles wrapped around it constrict further, and anything, if you were in the hold, you'd see water was
Luckily, I didn't
in.
make it that far. Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Let's see here. The baby Kraken, they had oh shit. Let's see. I guess that's 1d10 plus 2. Oops. Is an 11. Ouch. Okay, so the baby Kraken eat 11 more people.
The world hasn't lost much.
Munchies.
As
Anyone who's a fan of this singer.
And turns out the at this point, a few of the tentacles are just kind of flopping a bit, and it just they the creatures have drifted towards the boat, the ship, to be to fight against their mortal enemies and to be closer to their own kind, their mama. But they're a bit high right now.
They've been smoking out.
So
They've been eating people who've been smoking out.
Yeah, right? Same
Oh
thing.
man, I shouldn't have eaten
And-
that hippie.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right. All right. So let's go to Kathy.
Okay. Where am I on the boat at this point? On the boat that's being attacked by multiple krakens, one of which is a ghost.
2 on it.
2 on it.
You're 2 on the boat
Mhm.
for what you should be doing.
Get more off the boat.
Get more off of it.
Be less on the boat,
Yeah.
like immediately. The more not on the boat you are, the more likely you are to continue walking and breathing.
Okay. Then, yeah. All right. Then,
Exactly,
assuming
Aaron
I...
Williams.
Yes. Well, all the doors are open, so I'm going to do escapey stuff rather than more clever stuff.
You can cleverly escape.
Oh yeah, I'm going to, but yeah. So I'm going to invoke concept, canter, and emotional support mini shoggoths. And I get a +2 because I'm technically commanding minions. And I say this is a clever mystic arts. And I have to spend a demon die or extra craziness happens. All right, so she starts. She finds basically something open to the air, hopefully to the sky. Takes Grover out and says, "Bayaki, Bayaki, fly me through space. Take me away, far from this place. Bayaki, Bayaki, what must I do to go for a ride with you?" Throws him, and he turns into a Bayaki and flies her away. Or that is the hope. And I do not roll better from singing. Okay. 7, 14, 16, 17. I rolled a 1 on one of my faith die. So, yeah, I get a 6. Oh, no, +2. Oh, math. 14, 16, 17, 19. I rolled a 19 to escape via Bayaki transformation tentacle monster.
I will allow it, and
I can show you a picture later.
Nope, I'm good.
Or not
I
show
don't-
you a picture later.
I
Is it
don't
from the
need to see
Cthulhu
that.
mythos? Don't need to see it.
I don't need to see that shit tonight.
From the Sagoth,
I'd rather
the
watch
God
something-
Sagothery.
H.G. Geiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
that was
all right.
Friday.
And you fly away. And do you have to like make a sanity roll or something with that, or?
I haven't written that down. I mean, I did have to roll a demon dice for the, and I got a 4 on the demon dice.
Okay.
So I haven't written it in, but it would be a really easy thing to invoke on a demon dice 1.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We'll just call that. Yeah. So you make it off the ship in a visage of horror that no one can behold.
Woohoo!
Um,
Once again, its eyes are its weakness. It's like, no. I'm gonna
no, I will not touch
No.
that. Yeah, you
No.
can go over there farther, please.
no, 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 no.
That is a whole lot of nope
Nope.
to this Kraken. All right. I guess that leaves Nick.
Nick, all right.
Escape. Check.
Nick stands on the precipice, the edge of the ship, and considers all of the honkies below him, all
my
the
God.
seals, bay full of 100 inebriated parrot faces.
This sounds like the final roll.
It sure does.
And he starts up a song.
Oh shit!
This song,
Better not be fucking cat.
Memories.
this song is the journey to the Heaviside lair,
Oh,
and it is about death and rebirth, because all of you are gonna die.
And I'm the one you wanted rolling sand? Really? Really?
I didn't say everyone was immune.
So he's gonna energize the crowd who is looking for a concert already, evoking the bay full of 100 inebriated parrot faces. SEAL Team 6.
More
'cause they're
like
down to 2.
47 now.
Yeah,
That's
47 inebriated parrot faces.
That's why there's only one invoke left.
Right. And as backup dancers, the skeleton crew.
So what's
I'm
this
gonna-
supposed to accomplish again?
He just thinks
I'm-
it'll look cool. It's
I'm gonna do this flashily, of course, because
yeah.
right, and I'm going to get that whole crowd singing Heaviside Lair, the song at the end of Cats, evoking Cats the musical.
Still not an S.
Don is going to set you on fire. On
With
fire.
his brain.
But that's not the point of all this. The point of all this is,
Are you sure?
as I lead the song and the dance number, I swan dive off the ship and lead everyone to go just give the Kraken a hug.
Okay.
What is
Oh,
happening?
He's going to break quarantine to strangle you.
Aside from a song and dance number, what specifically are you trying to accomplish?
I mean, really the most important part is utilizing Cats the musical.
When was red again? I should have killed him when I had the chance.
One of these times you're gonna listen to me.
I would say that's a very arguable claim. That the most important thing is using Cats the musical.
And
Look, I'm going to invoke Cats the musical, and I'm going to kill all these people to do it.
oh man,
World's okayest brotherhood chapter.
yeah.
Maybe this isn't the final roll.
Well, I've got
I'd
a
like
great
to,
idea.
I thought
It
this
does,
was gonna
however,
be
use up all our good dice.
But
That's
I'm
what's
actually
important.
This was gonna
trying
be
to
epic.
create an advantage that is Hepcats hugging.
Oh my god, I hate you.
And I am using 3 demon dice.
You do make it worth it, though.
Like,
Red Cthulhu.
I
save
can
us all.
buy Don's approval.
Because he's one who's kind of.
I'm gonna do it for three demon dice. 3. Yep.
Hey,
okay. He's
Chris,
stopping.
would you like to give me one more demon die to re-roll that one?
Yes, I would.
How many demon dice do you have right now, Tom?
16.
16.
So many.
All right.
Oh wait, that's a D10. All right, that would be a 34.
Okay.
4 cats.
That Kraken got a big ol' hug.
What
I'm not sure exactly what it accomplished, but you accomplished it.
I'm not real clear
You
what
did the
just
hell
happened.
out of it, buddy.
So now
What
all
was it?
we you know, we had to get off the ship anyways, and we might as well have a swan dive. And you know, I just feel like the world needs more hugs right now.
Okay,
And-
shut the fuck up. We're moving on. You do it well. People are off the boat. People are hugging.
It is Tentacle
There's
Tuesday.
cats.
So everyone's
What-
off the boat.
Perfect. Yeah, sure. I don't.
Do I get any
Sure.
aspects on the advantage to for cat hugs?
Sure. You can have 3. Someone needs to do a really good job of convincing me that those can be used.
I'll do it.
Free cat
I'll
hugs.
take you up on that.
Yes.
Okay. Nathan, you got to save us. This is the final roll. Otherwise, I'm going to kill everyone right now.
All right, it's time to blow up the boat.
When's
I
not
might
there.
want to just interrupt you and kill everyone right
Nope.
now.
When
anyway.
when's not there.
Hang on.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
I didn't do nothing.
Well, you invoked that. That's gone. Well, I'm trying to blow up the Mystic MacGuffin, so hopefully
Yeah.
that's going to do extra damage to the Krakens.
Mhm.
I don't think I
QAR
can invoke QAR online.
Actually, if it includes a structural
Oh yeah, I can
design
figure
of
out
the
that.
boat,
Yeah,
then yes, you can.
that's true.
Okay, because that's where I placed the bomb. It was the perfect spot.
Nice.
All right, Mr. McGuffin.
Nathan is
Someday.
usually thinking with the wrong head.
No, that one's gone. He's dead.
Skeleton
Poor chip.
crew. Let's see. Blowing them up will help incentivize the Krakens to leave.
That's
Okay.
true. There won't be
Okay.
anything left for it to eat.
SEAL Team 6 is going to help me blow things up.
How are you going to
cat-
justify that?
Yeah, that'll want to be tough. Free cat hugs. All right. So
Here we go.
we called them
I'm
in to hug each other and the Kraken, right?
Mhm.
Right? Now, they've been drinking. So they're full
A
of
lot.
alcohol.
They're
So
very
they're right
flammable.
next to the Kraken and full of alcohol, which will
Flammable.
increase the explosive power.
They probably are also holding alcohol, some of them.
Yeah.
Come on, Don. It's 9:28.
All right.
Plus,
Or
have you ever gotten a cat wet? I mean,
Or, because it's so ridiculous, they're hugging each other so tight that it's like splitting an atom in miniature. So it creates these small, contained little nuclear explosions around the Kraken, also taking out the people who are willing to hug each other over a cat song.
No.
Including
Okay.
one of the teammates.
No. No.
How about the full of
no,
alcohol part?
No.
All right. All right. Gotta use the cats. Gotta use the cats. All right. Don, you want everything about that suggestion to go away.
oh,
I will make it go away by using it.
No.
You want it to go away? I will burn those dice.
No.
All right.
It's a
Cat-
song and dance number. People are entertained. There you go.
They're entertained. They're in the water. So there are less people weighing down the shrapnel.
right.
Give it up.
God. All right.
Move on.
And then I will invoke Pirate Technics with a Faith die
Oh,
because
wow.
it seems appropriate. As well as, even though it was for the other ship, I think I can apply Flaming Boat of Fiery Doom to the now burning, exploding
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
I just like to hitch a ride on one of your seals to get out of the blast zone.
Yeah, that seems fair. 1, 2.
That's what one of them can
3,
do for you.
4, 5, 6. 6 plus. Okay, so 6 dice 6. All right, so before I roll this, the hugging cat. Okay, no, I can't do it. 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you took a condition. That's right. Right.
Yeah, I'll take a condition again.
Okay. All right.
And this one's overconfident
Very good.
because I'm real sure this will work.
Boom today.
This is going to work. I have currently 16 demon dice,
Yep.
and I'm rolling all of them.
Mm.
57.
Wow.
Excellent. Okay.
Is that more than 32?
Nope.
No.
I'm not worried
math.
about that part. Let's see here. So, yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that mathed out correctly. All right. So now, all Nick, Ursula,
Yes.
Kathy, and Tommy
Mhm.
need to roll defend
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
against the explosion.
This is versus exploding.
All right. The SEAL team will help me and anyone else who decides they want help. There's only one left, but
Dibs. Dibs, dibs, dibs.
Can I still roll clever mystic art since I hitched a ride on one of my minions?
Sure.
So I will also invoke add a faith die for emotional support mini Shaga.
I'd like to.
That's the good D10. I got a 19,
Oh yeah.
but
Okay.
I don't know what I'm rolling. Am I rolling against the whole 57?
No.
Okay.
I'd like to invoke free cat hugs because a lot of
No.
these people take up some of the
Yeah.
blast for me.
Yeah. That's where I
There are
was
a lot of
going.
people between me and the blast that are getting juiced before I am.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm not alone in this. I've got the skeleton crew backup dancers and all these cat hugs going on. We're having like a cat orgy in the water.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow, that got new from the succubus. That's
Wow.
What have you done?
it's like,
I don't know.
I
Roll
don't
your roll,
either.
dude.
Shame on
All
everyone.
right. Well, I'm invoking skeleton crew and free cat hugs, but I am out of faith dice because I used it on the musical, all 4 of them,
Oh my
and-
god.
and
Well
I'm gonna
spent.
do that cleverly with my mystic arts. So that's a 13.
Okay.
Oh wait, no wait. I also roll 3 demon dice.
What are you doing?
God damn it.
Well, I guess you can't
What is
add the
wrong with
retroactive.
you?
Hell, I rolled 70. This is the last roll, wasn't it? No.
So yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic because I decided last week when I was making Nick that he always rolls at least 1 demon die. And then Don goes and is like, you have to roll 1 demon die. So now I think I'm forced to roll 3.
That's not how math works.
Okay. God damn it.
So 29.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't tell where he was pointing, but I don't think it's me.
On my screen, it looked like Jimmy's toast, yeah, and probably me.
I think
Nope.
I mean, I intended to clear the area when I came out of the water, so I'm assuming I'm not the closest. But
Sarah's
didn't
not
vote-
dejected. Sarah's just exhausted. Sarah lives in Chicago. It's very late.
Oh,
I didn't invoke the cat's bullshit, and I used to
And
play one.
then- Yes. Okay. 9, because cats have 9 lives. Nick explodes.
yes, twofer.
We're gonna need another Doopy.
Give me 10 minutes.
The rest of you, except for Wen, take a serious condition
Oh,
that will
That seems fair.
that will continue into your next session.
Oh.
What is that called?
blowed up.
charred.
I don't know what it's called. You need to think about what you did.
I feel like it's
I
probably
think
called
that's the name of
charred.
the condition. You need
Yeah.
to think about
You know what we did.
I mean, I was thinking charred as in the vegetable, but that's better.
As Nick is swan diving off of the ship explodes, taking all with him. He gets he gets impaled, and then his ghost gets impaled, and then the next 8 ghosts get impaled and then blowed up.
From the deck of our ship, I take out my phone and I text back to headquarters. You really need to screen them better.
Do better.
Nick did not work out.
But Tommy's
then-
been great.
And then I send the video of Nick's demise.
Because you were standing on your boat at a
Yeah.
safe distance,
I was like,
capturing the whole
Jesus Christ, what is he doing?
She popped
This
out
is-
to the warehouse to get a better
To
quality
get a
camera.
better camera. I popped over there. I
Got a
came
full
back
setup.
with the whole thing. I have
I know
a
where this is
crew
going.
with me.
Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You're live
That's right.
streaming it.
Yeah. Like, this is what you are sending me to work with, you guys. Look what he
And
did.
Chris, you are required to let me audit your character sheet before you bring it
Give me 10 minutes.
in. All right. Well, we're done with that, folks.
I think we won.
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel like we won.
Okay,
I killed 2 people.
You there's not a lot of winners in this, but the monsters are gone.
There, see? We won.
Let me tell you, there is one winner, Bogsley.
It's true.
Oh God,
Oh,
he's
no. No. Because when we get back to our boat, I cap that parrot.
Again.
Okay.
Second
Again.
time.
Right
Double
on the
tap,
same
just to
head.
be sure.
The
I
parrot's
have one
blown
more
away.
SEAL team invoke that I used to cap this damn parrot.
I'm going to allow Bogsley to fly away. Resurrected
So
Bogsley.
you guys think maybe we shouldn't have teased Don about not being so lethal?
No,
Love it.
this was appropriate.
Yeah, this seems right.
All right, you bastards. Except for Sarah. I mean, honestly, you did well.
Hey.
Thank you.
And Kathy, you didn't piss me off today either. So
Huh. I got my cheesy shit out of the way at the beginning.
I mean,
And I made sure you proofread this character because you didn't proofread the last one and things got weird.
All I did was try to salvage the cats thing.
That's true. You
Even
did.
Even I wasn't going to do that. No.
That was awesome.
I fought on your side, so don't call me a bastard.
It's. Let's be fair. We're gonna call a spade a spade.
It's Duke.
It's Dupe.
So it's
No
no longer
regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
He owns it. He's happy about it. Let's not take that from him.
So the phrase isn't he biffed it, it's he duped it.
For now, that'll work.
Yikes.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Guys, regardless, it was a lot of fun. I
It was
really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
You guys made it hilarious every single time and epic as usual. A lot of story around this particular adventure didn't come out, but that's
did my
how
best.
these adventures roll sometimes, you know?
Story.
I got a
I thought we
got
were
a
here to
whole
laugh
bunch
and
of
do stupid shit.
These
Yeah.
are the stories we're telling, friend. This is
Yeah.
it. This is
Yeah.
what we got.
So we got on a boat, and there were some krakens, and we dove into the water with some skeleton pirates and cats.
There was a touch of Titanic and some Cats the musical, and that's where we're at.
That's where it is, yeah.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I am too. So we are, that concludes episode 3 of Son of a Pirate. And so our next DG Game Night session is we're going to return to Eternia. And we will do another He-Man episode. So stay tuned. We'll have some new players. It'll be a one-shot. And should be a lot of fun. And
Man.
I will be trying some new stuff out. So
to try
Join
and
in
erase
next
the
week.
taste of this stuff.
yeah, join in next week as we join Skeletor and He-Man and the rest.
Yay.
Oh, Nick missed his calling for that.
I guess so. All right. Good night, everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for
There we
coming
go.
over.
Good night.
Good night.
Mm.